Tiger, JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. TGIF. What's going on, everybody? Y'all come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Just got a message. I know we're supposed to have Dr. Little on tonight. He won't make it tonight. Sorry about that. Just text me. He is under the weather. He tried to shake it off to come on the show. So it's all good. We're coming here anyway. But he'll be on next week. We decided we're gonna move it to next week. I don't want him to be on the show feeling like crap under the weather. But we're gonna adjust and we're gonna make it do what it do. So just hang tight. Need a hold. Man, you know what he do. It was kind of dicey. And he texted me, he said he didn't hated to. Sorry he had to do that, but we'll get him back on next week. We'll get him back. Don't worry about it. So I'll make the adjustment, and I'll put it back out there. He does need his rest. Doc, hope you feel better. It's okay. We're good. But look, we still got a band session with the Boom Crew pulling up tonight. We're going to talk about it still, so I'm happy to have them on. And we'll bring them up, and we'll talk about from their perspective, because I know they're going to be ready to do a show. And yeah, man. See, here's the thing, and y'all make sure y'all take care of yourselves, man. Woke up this morning with some very, very, tough news, and just how it goes. What's up, TD?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Life.
I know, right? Hey, look, Dr. Little just he reached out and said he wasn't gonna be able to be on tonight, man. He's under the weather. Tried to shake it off. Tried to come up, man. He fought a good fight, but hey, we good. We gonna man. We all good, man. I see we got 2 of the 3 band members in the back room back now. I see Danielle. She coming. I see Toby. What Terrell at, man? We gonna get him on, man. We're gonna talk about it. He on the way. But listen, man, how you doing, bro? You had a heck of a day today, bro. Hey, listen, Travis, bro, it's been a rough day, man. I woke up and I don't know, man. I'm gonna just see how this goes, man. It's been a very rough day. It's been a tough day, man. And I'll for those who don't know, and I guess it's kind of already out there, but Lieutenant McGee, we want to send out thoughts and prayers to the McGee family, man, and AD. Man, it was tough, man. Got a call this morning and just been a weird day all day, man. Just a lot of mortality has been in front of us, bro, these past few days. Today in particular, because, another one of our close friends and associates within the Tiger Talk family also lost a parent. So won't go in depth with that, but he know who he is, and just want to send all my thoughts and prayers and condolences, man, and just say, man, listen, love on your loved ones. But in relation to Lieutenant McGee, TD, we built a really cool relationship with him over the season, just being at all the games. Very quiet disposition, but once he warms up to you and got to know you, man, he just opened up to you like a Japanese fan, bro. You know what I mean? And get that call, man, it's just not a call you want to get, you ever want to get. And sometimes I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, man. It's sometimes we don't want to get on here and do this, but duty calls and yeah, that's right. So reached out to AD, loved on him a little bit, just prayers up, man. So prayers up to the whole just JSU athletic administration, man, because he was definitely a important figure, I would say, within the family. I'll say it that way. And then I'll pause, man, let you jump in there. I know you had an interesting day, man, but we kind of got to take life one day at a time. That's all you get anyway. You know what I mean, TD? And
Right.
then when things like that kind of happen, you just kind of got to go and deal with it accordingly. But hate to start off with a very somber mood, but it is what it is, but this is kind of what happens. You plan. This has never happened before, but God don't make no mistakes. So that means that the show is going to be very unique. I don't know how this is going to go, but it went exactly how it was supposed to go. And we'll see what that was supposed to be as we go on throughout the show. So I'll pause, let you jump in, and then we'll wait for our third compadre to pop up on the screen, and then we'll add them up, and then we're going to talk about the boom a little bit, man. We got a lot to cover tonight, and then we'll get out of you guys' way, man. What's going on? Should I TD was out there hunting today a little bit, at least trying to learn how to hunt. Tell me about your day, bro. Tell the family what you're doing, man. I ain't gonna post the photos, man. Should I put the photos up?
Nah, man.
I'll let you tell it.
First of all, I want to say good evening to you again. Good evening, Tiger Nation. It's a blessing once again to be able to come to you on the screen. Again, you said something, you said love on your loved ones.
Yeah.
Man, but I'm started by here. I'm gonna say love on yourself first. You have to love yourself before you're able to really pour love into someone else, And if you love yourself and you love the direction that you're headed and what you are doing, then it make it easier to love on someone else. With that being said, man, Lieutenant McGee, like you said, he was a very quiet fellow for a long time. I mean, I think it was probably I think the first time I really ever heard him speak was probably with Bethune-Cookman game. And he was standing there and we was talking about it. He said something. We was talking about a play. And he touched me. He said, "Hey man, if he had a cut right there, man, then the lane would have been wide open." I said,
right.
I was like,
you sound like him. You sound like him.
I was like, he talks. You know what I'm saying? I just, just walk with AD. And so through the course of the season, we talk more. Definitely prayers with he and his family. Everyone that loved him, got to know him, shout out to AD Robertson. I know he's feeling it. We're with you, brother. And again, it's just like, it's just like losing a family member, within your own family, because we consider Tiger Nation just like we call it a nation, which is equivalent to a family. So prayers, blessing goes out to he and his family and everyone that was close to him.
Yeah, man, I people think I'm kind of what they call an extroverted introvert. You know what I mean?
Facts.
When we get in our certain spaces socially, I tend to kind of fade to the back and just chill and don't say a whole lot, just kind of observe more than I do talking. And I found myself whenever we would be in similar settings, TD, and with AD and the crew, and oftentimes, man, I kind of be over there with Lieutenant McGee, man. We just be chilling, and he'll be talking, and we was talking a little bit about, just a little bit of everything, man. Whether it's football, whether it was Shiloh, Shador, Colorado, whether it was Jackson State football, you learn his personality, and then after that, TD, after you get to know him, I mean, you realize he has such a humble disposition, man. Very laid back, chill. And very cool, man. So after that, every time we saw each other, man, whether it was on the sideline, whether it was whatever, it was met with a handshake and a hug, you know.
Right.
It took me a minute to kind of gather myself when I got the call, man, and it was a very emotional call, and you just, yeah, man, I you know,
But
take care of yourselves, man. Take care. You got to take care of yourselves. You know what I mean? In all things, we even had a call today. Me, you, KT Dub. We talked about. I don't do the New Year's resolution on January 1st. I kind of figure out somewhere in January when to get started with the little diet thing. But I got to tell you, man, and I got to say this publicly because a lot of people don't understand the magnitude of the travel. I haven't missed a game under TC Taylor since he's been the head coach. We talking, what, 20 – how many games, bro? He's 19-6, 25 games, bro. And I'm talking about every game, traveling from West Coast to the South and all over the place. And you're barely sleeping well. You ain't sleeping the best. You're not eating. You know what I mean? You do the best you can. You know what I mean? And you try to eat right. You try to get your rest, and you try to do what you do. But I put my body through a lot. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. I know one damn thing. I ain't gonna do what I did in 24 and 25. I can't do it again. Because I just knew that there was some days, man, where I just was like, bro, whew, this is rough. You know what I mean? Catching them 2 flights and trying to get from one side to the other side, and health is wealth, man. So I love what you said, bro. Love on yourself enough to where you get healthy, man. Stay healthy, whether that mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever way you can to be well. Hey, Blue Nightingale 1988 says, definitely, that's what we was talking about, Lieutenant McGee. Did not know that. Prayers to you. Virtual hugs to you. You know, just hung up with his mom and sister in Chicago. Mom just got out of recovery from surgery. Very hard losing her baby, man. It's devastating. So yeah, the show gonna go how it's supposed to go, man. I trust God, man, in all things. So I keep trying to tell everyone, you know, when we do this, I'll share this. And we'll bring up the crew in just a second. So y'all hang tight back. Y'all hang in the background for us. We're gonna chop it up in just a minute. I had a chance to go to the Rose Bowl parade, and I was hanging out with Dr. Marshall Freeman, you know, former Boomer, Austin native now, Dr. Freeman. And TD, we was talking about this platform a little bit, you know, just kind of, it's always good to hear the perspective of others when they're how they consume this platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said it felt like a meeting almost. It's almost spiritual. You know, we've had a lot of days where it was just kind of, you know what I mean? You just kind of see how it's going to go. And we find out what it's going to be as we live it. You know what I mean? And I appreciated that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my dude. I'm claiming as my chiropractor. When I go to Austin, I'm gonna get an alignment, dog. You know what I mean? All these flights be weighing on your back. But I appreciated his perspective on that. You know what I mean? And just how he was just talking about what you know, the way many people see this platform and how it's just been an absolute pleasure and an honor to sit on it and be a part of it. Now I want to address something, and I'm not doing this from a place from a bad place. I got to say this, and sometimes I don't know which way I'm gonna go, but I don't waste a whole lot of time in opinions. You know what I mean? But I'll get into it this way. So when we started this channel, oh man, Ophelia McGee, yes, that's right. Oh my gosh, man, I remember Miss McGee. Oh my goodness, wow. I remember that name. Wow, it's just such a small wow. Yeah, I remember. Thank you, sis, for reminding me. But when I started this channel, y'all know y'all, for those who don't know, those who are new, the origin of this channel started as my personal YouTube page. And this thing has evolved over the years. We're going into year 3 now with the platform. And for those who don't know, I started with Tiger Talk. I'm still Tiger Talk through and through. That's why I'm happy to have my Tiger Talk compadres on tonight. You know, we just dropped the episode with Dathan Thigpen for Band Session with the Boom. Great session. I have to watch it, Danielle, and told me when I'm downloading it because I don't have no choice but to. So I be enjoying the content, and I be trying to get it out. But, you know, that seems to be my assignment now, even though Corey back a little bit, TD. But I Band Session is my baby now. So welcome. I got my family here with me tonight. And we in a chat, and it's cool, man, just watching the evolution of the platform. So y'all go subscribe to Tiger Talk TV for sure. But we started off TD, and we changed the channel of this page. It was Ken Clark 1400. And y'all, you know, the old content was me trying to be behind the scenes with Tiger Talk, right? And then Prime left. And then we, you know, started going live. And me personally, I don't like a lot of attention, TD. I don't like it being all about me. You know this. Anybody that's been around me and been a part of this thing knows that it's not about me. I never wanted to be about me. So when you look, if you go and look, every year I try to change the thumbnail so everybody will know what photo goes with what year. Got a new look. That's how I kind of compartmentalize it. I just want to make sure people understand. We went to, you know, from Ken Clark to KC-1400 Media Group, right? So the media group was everybody that was a part of the group. Everybody, all right? But there was some specifically that was put out in the airways that was said the "and friends" part. Do you know what "and friends" mean? See?
Yes.
That means everybody in the chat. That means everybody. It wasn't us. We're the group. So the friends is like we're asking you, hey, when we drop the link, we ask you to come up here and sit on the platform with us, talk to us, sit in the same spot we're in. Because I always wanted to treat everybody as an equal. And equally, this platform is shared amongst all of you. This platform is nothing without the support of you guys. You guys have invested your time, your money, your energy into this platform. This platform is not about Ken Clark. If you guys wasn't tuning in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whenever we come on the screen, that would not be a platform.
True.
And I have to say that because I know the investment that you guys have put into this. And we have taken this, and we have the integrity of this is about everything. And one thing I'm not going to do, I don't care about what you say about me. I don't care about that. But we're going to do everything in decent and in order. And you don't have to like me in the process of it. It's going to be done ethically, and it's going to be verified. I got people in the chat right now, TD. Do you know, and I'm going to say this because I feel like I need to. Do you know that every single donation that's ever come to this platform has been documented? I can tell you who donated what, on what day, when it came, where it went, how it was used. You know why I did that? Because I understand how our community thinks sometimes. And I told you, TD, I said, I ain't never going to put myself in no situation where somebody could ever question my integrity or somebody can question how things go. You know why it was like that, TD? What was going on when we first started this platform, bro? You know what was going on? Not when we first started, but when we really started going live. You know what happened? Our previous coach left, and the whole world was saying that Jackson State done him wrong. Jackson State was stealing. Jackson State was doing this. Jackson State was doing that. So it was like, listen, when we build this thing, we're going to build this thing, and we're going to build this thing the right way. And we're going to make sure that it could never be called into question. So, Miss Rochelle, shout out to her. I know she may not be on tonight. Our foundation is called what? Friends with KC-1400 Inc. That's why it's called that. But we get tripped up on the KC part. And the only reason why I kept it that way is because I never wanted it to be, it was that you damn right. It's always been about transparency. That's the whole point. And I don't mean that in no. I'm again. This is not. It's not about all of that, man. It's just about the fact that I just want to make sure for anyone that did not understand, you hear from me why I chose to do. Thank you. And you know what? I want to shout out JSU Tigers OC. I'm gonna do that because this young lady right here volunteered years ago, TD, years ago, to assist with bookkeeping and documentation. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do that. And we're going to continue to do that.
Right.
I just want to tell y'all I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. We're going to continue to rock, and we're going to continue to do it the same way. And we're going to do it the right way, ethically, and we're going to continue to do it in the right manner. So I just wanted to make sure people understood that, it's a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, we KC-1400 Media Group. Y'all know who we are. We're gonna keep it that way. Matter of fact, we're gonna be in the parade too, man. We got word today. We're gonna be riding out. I don't know, I might throw some t-shirts or some candy or something, man. I'm excited to be in the parade, but I will say this though. The and friends part is about you guys, the chat. The chat matters. This y'all platform. I think about people like Brother C. Lee. I think about people like Brother G.A. Price. I think about people like Justin. You know what I'm saying? TJ. Miss Bach. You know what I'm saying? Miss Shanetta, I mean. You know what I'm saying? LaDon. The list go, the football girl. You know what I'm saying? This is just as much as y'all as it is ours. We got, the investment of our community, man, that has poured into this thing. And I call it a FUBU platform. It's for us, by us. And we ride on the shoulders of you guys. I mean that. And,
yeah, so happy birthday to the football girl, by the way.
Oh, no doubt, man.
The chat.
When I saw her age, I ain't gonna put her age out there, but I will say this: I was shocked.
You said she was.
You don't call out no woman's age, man. You set me up for a trick. I know you got a birthday next week.
And we move on.
Throw some platinum memberships out. Hey, y'all, man, shout out to the platinum chat. And listen, man, I appreciate them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all one, man. Love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We do it all together. I never wanted to do this thing alone, man. It was never about me. Y'all know that. Never about me, man. So listen, for those of you that just coming in, Dr. Little texted me. We're gonna postpone his interview to next week. He's under the weather, tired, and he said, "Man, Ken, I hated to do it, but he's just not under the weather. It doesn't feel well enough to come on the screen tonight. So we will move his interview to next week, which is okay. It's Friday, Funky Friday, man, and we got the band session with the Boom Crew in this thing tonight, man. I just finally see Terrell. Terrell, we've been waiting on you, dog. Hey, where you at, man? There you go.
Don't do that. Hold on.
Hold on, y'all. Before we get started, come on.
Taking pom-poms. Y'all ain't got y'all.
I ain't got no pom-poms, man.
Hey, pom-poms go everywhere you go. TD, Ken Clark, what it do, baby? What's up?
Hey, we gotta do this, TD. Come on, TD. We gotta do this,
huh?
You gotta do this, bro. You gotta shake your pom-poms. I ain't got no pom-poms tonight.
I actually have one.
Well, damn it, don't get your pom-pom out there, dog. I ain't got that. Go ahead.
Tighten up, Ken. Tighten up.
Oh, he had to turn.
Yeah.
I told you he had to get up. He had to leave.
How you doing?
Hey man.
All right.
What's up with y'all? Thank you. Hey, this feel good to come in here. Listen, Danielle told we had to take our shoes off before we came here. Look how nice.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
All nice, and I'm talking about this brand new carpet. Like I'm talking about like tiger skin back.
It's always Terrell. Ain't that something, y'all?
No,
Get on
it. Hey, I'm just excited to be here, man. What's up with it? What we doing?
Hey, what's going on?
It's good to see y'all. First of all, man, great freaking work you guys are doing. I just want to shout y'all out, man. You guys are doing a knockdown, hell of a job. Make sure, hey, listen, everybody in the chat, make sure you guys go to Tiger Talk TV, subscribe, always catch the band session. Listen, I did something a little different tonight. Y'all probably saw that. I uploaded the video, right? We always had the same thumbnail. And y'all be having some heavy hitters come through there. So I was like, you know what? It might be better if we feature who y'all be having on there. So, and then when I saw Dathan, I'm like, this kind of a big deal right here, man. We, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done had some heavy hitters back to back to back. And I'm like, you know what? What tends to happen just from a branding standpoint, people kind of get a little bored with the same thing. You got to let them know who you got on there. And they probably ain't going to read the title. They'll look at the picture.
Hey,
They'll
right.
look at the picture all day long. So,
True.
they'll say I always watch them. But listen,
What's up, Daryl?
we were going to have you guys in. We was going to kind of surprise Doc. Now the cat's out the bag. But you guys can also come back up when he comes up. How proud are you guys, man, from this past week, man? Hell of a damn. I was there. I don't know if any of you guys made it, but it was surreal, man. That's the word I got. It was surreal. Good TD shaking his pom. Look at you.
Okay, that'll work.
He's still like the oddball now. But go ahead.
How proud was I? Oh man. I really don't want to go first, but since I started talking, I will. Emotional is like not the word. Proud is an understatement. We always knew how bad Jackson State was, how bad Jackson State is, how bad Jackson State will be. We are that it school, like we are it. We've always known that. The world did not know that. The world has been hearing slowly but surely, but the world really knows now. Man, if you go to social media, any platform, all of these pages, all you see is Sonic Boom, JSU, I Love the Boom. All you seeing are clips, them hitting the corner, playing. Man, I mean, proud is an understatement. That's my response.
I want to say this real quick. They said, okay, Ken video, he's walking down the street in his JSU gear. Listen, that was a Mitchell & Ness jacket that was gifted to us by Al B225, one of the bros. Let me say this, though, about that video. I dropped that video on Wednesday. Today is Friday. That is the second most watched video in the history of this channel already.
Wow.
Let me tell you what other video is close. That video that I dropped of the Boom has over 38,000 views already. The last video that had that many views was Deion Sanders' last coming out of the tunnel at Alcorn in 2022. 40K in that video. And I know that this Boom video is gonna pass that. I was like, holy smokes. I went back and looked at it and I was like, whoa. And that happened organically. I just wanted a good view. I was right there with Dr. Marshall and some other boomers that we was in our section. And I'm standing up on a little brick and I'm looking. I said, oh shit, they go to Boom. And I just took out running. Because I'm behind the gate. I'm over in front of the little section. When the Boom was coming, I said, I'm going to the street when the Boom comes. I got to get in front of them, blah, 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 blah. So I'm running, man. I'm running. I'm trucking. I come behind the little, because this is like a grandstand. I go under the little tunnel. I'm talking about calf muscles on fire. And then I get to the street and I can't get, because everybody like got the street block. So I luckily, Phil Minotti, I called his name and he come over. He was like, excuse me. So he gave me a pass to get through. And he was like, man, you can come go with us. I was like, I sure the hell am.
Love it.
But what was cool, and I say it's not shut up, there's another band, the Kyoto, the Asian band, the little
high school band, yeah.
I got a lot of comments because they were like, thank you for posting it. I was like, yeah, we talking about, Asia is right next door across the water, but I mean, man, it was a big deal. I didn't really, I think I understand the Boom because I love watching band clips, but boy, I didn't understand it until I really just saw. Look at that, Dr. Marsh said, there you go. They go to Boom. That's real. That's true story. I took out running. But who want to go next, man? Who? Let's go with you, Danielle. How'd you give me your thoughts and your feelings and everything?
Yeah, it was it's surreal for me, and I wasn't even there. But it's just been amazing to see all of the footage and all of the clips. And like Terrell said, if you type in JSU band on any social media platform, you're gonna get those Rose Parade clips. You're gonna get those clips of them hitting that corner. Is that what it is, right? That corner, right there. You're gonna get those clips. You're gonna definitely get clips of them, doing the show and that whole thing. That was amazing. That was awesome. Jackson State, the Boom represented in true Boom Jackson State fashion with stopping and performing the show. I thought that was awesome. That they did that and didn't know that it was a thing, that it wasn't a thing. I'm sorry, in the Rose Parade, that you're not allowed to stop, or they encourage you not to stop. But it is what it is. Jackson State always puts on a show, so that was just outstanding to see that. To add to the, just the whole pride of it all. But I just I'm still looking at clips. I'm still watching the pass and review. I'm still going back and watching clips of of course the parade. I'm still going back and watching clips from Disneyland. Like it's just exciting. It's an exciting moment for them, and it's exciting for us as alumni fans. Just in general, I'm excited. I'm still excited. It was only 2 days ago, which is crazy.
And I haven't watched every clip yet because I have to carve out some time and just go through them, because I see the Boom just dropped their video, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that when we get done tonight, because I know the quality is gonna be amazing, and it's gonna give you all the angles that you want. So I can't wait.
Perfect. It's
go
perfect.
Ahead.
It's perfect. When the Boom is dropped, it's perfect.
Beginning, I said nope, I'm not doing this right.
Yeah,
now.
it's perfect.
I'm gonna wait.
I think that in we all came in, Danielle, Terrell, and I, we all came into the Boom. For those that hadn't been watching Band Sessions with the Boom, y'all catch up, man. We got a lot of episodes out there. I need to come on the show. But look, in the show, we learned so much about our band, stuff that we didn't know, and we've been part of this process for over 25 years. And it's been great. And I can tell you this, over the 25 years, since 1998 to right now, it's been 3 times where the Sonic Boom of the South has brought tears to my eyes, uncontrollable. My senior year, 2001, 2002, Alcorn game, when we were playing We Came to Play, it just got surreal when I was looking around and I saw those pom-poms going on when we was playing We Came to Play. We came to play. And I was like, I saw it and it just hit, it was real. And I was like, oh, this is what I guess a spirit feels like right here. It was happy. It was joy. The second time was me sitting downstairs because I didn't make the Southern game. This was during Prime's time when College Game Day came, because College Game Day is something that I, religiously watch every Saturday morning. It is what it is. And I've never made a thought that they will be at Jackson State University. And then seeing it from that angle, I don't think I would have felt that way being there, but seeing it from that angle and seeing the whole production of it had tears flowing from my eyes. My son, he was picking on me. He was like, "Are you crying?" And that was the first time he ever saw me cry. He was like, "Are you crying? What is that water coming from your?" And then this morning, because I've seen clips and I watched them live on ABC. I was in Charlotte at the time of the parade. But this morning, being at home, I watched Killer Kev's version, and it was no commentary, and it was just the band marching, and they hit that curve. And they did things that we used to do in the plaza just on a random Tuesday. Wow. And it started uncontrollably. The tears started coming down again because it was an accomplishment, but it was an acceptance of what we do, our culture, the Sonic Boom of the South culture, the Jackson State University culture. And it just brought tears to my eyes. And so when we talk about how did it impact us? It impacted us emotionally. It impacted me emotionally, and it impacted, the school and our community, because we know how great we are. And it also showed that when we say the I love, it's really a thing. It's not just a saying. It's the I love, because we really love JSU. And it's awesome. We got a show coming up. We're planning right now. We're in pre-production. We're working on this next one. We're about to do some I'm gonna get in trouble for saying too much. I'm not gonna say the names, but we got people coming on that was boots on the ground in Pasadena, and they're gonna give us what their perspective of what was happening and what was going on and how they felt. And I'm really excited about this next episode that we got coming on. I'm excited about the episode we just dropped with Dathan. It's some jewels and some gems in there. Things that it went to some places that we didn't think that it was going to go, and we talked about some things. He was an awesome guest, outstanding guest. But the next episode as well, like we're putting a lot of thought and a lot of time in that, because we want to be able to create content that people feel, love, and is relevant. And so thank you, Ken, for the past couple of months working with us and helping us, push this content out. But the Sonic Boom of the South, great. You guys did an outstanding job. And Dr. Little, get well soon. We can't wait to chop it up with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Doc, man. I know everybody was like, him again. But hey, it worked, No, that's really good stuff, man. I know Toby, don't make me cry. Man, I had a question. I did have a question. I want each of you guys to answer this for me, because this is something that we were kind of throwing around in the chat. This has been a monumental year, man, for the Boom, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I say year, last 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask
you. I'm gonna move out of screen too, because I'm gonna change the camera angle. So I'm gonna drop myself off because I want y'all to be on there. Hold on just a second.
All right. Hey, so Danielle, you said something that not really supposed to stop doing the parade, but I guess it was a situation where the Boom say, we're here now. So we're gonna give you what we got. And that's exactly what they did. The Boom has performed in a lot of arenas. They've done a lot of big things, Motown, Super Bowl and carry on. And you guys were talking about the other band. I guess what from Korea or somewhere. The other band was there. Japan. How does this performance rank in you guys' book compared to all the things that the Boom has done? Being that now you're talking about multiple countries watching and seeing that Jay and seeing the performance. How does that rank? You guys.
That's a great question.
Uppercut right there.
It is a great question, and it's almost like crazy to answer.
I know, right?
As far as like where it ranks, I would say it's up at the tippy. It's not at the very top, but it's at the top because of the platform.
Yeah.
That I would say the advantage we have today with social media allows the world to see it even more, over and over and over. And so I believe more eyes than any, even with the Super Bowl. And we can talk about Motown, but that was a national broadcast. I don't know if that was internationally broadcast. Right. So I will put Tournament of Roses as far as exposure and as far as the amount, I believe, of the public that has seen the band and has become familiar with the band just off of the videos and footage and clips that have been shared alone. I think the Tournament of Roses is kind of like it is up there. It's the top. I think it's at the top. Because the reason I put it above the Super Bowl is because while you could identify Jackson State at points throughout that performance, it wasn't a Jackson State performance. It wasn't a Sonic Boom performance. And so the Tournament of Roses parade, that was a Jackson State performance. They did the show. They did it all. They did them. So I will put it at the top. It's up there.
I would put it at the top as well. I think when you're a musician, when you're a bandsman, bandswoman, it's two events that top the line, and that's the Rose Bowl and Macy's, because it's invite only. You got to pay your own way, but it's invite, and then it's all about the music. It's all about the floats. It's not a a football game really kind of like tied to it or anything like it's a parade. It's the bandsmanship. And so when you're talking about Rose Bowl, when you're a bandsman and you say, oh, we're going to the Rose Bowl, you tighten up because music is the universal language. And when it's just about music, then, all the eyes going to be on there. You're right. The Super Bowl is a huge deal as far as like being a part of it. But like I said, we're a link to it. We're collaborating. We're a part of it. But when it's the Rose Bowl, it's your time to shine in that whatever given allotted time that you have or whatever time that you take. If you take advantage of that, that's on you. And I'm really proud of our guys for being able to do that. So yeah, this is top tier. This is the real deal. Being able to say, and they say that you're a Rose Bowl parade participant is something that every band can't say. And that's a great thing for our university and for our students to be able to participate in that. We posted it today on 1400 posted today. This senior class has participated in 3 celebration bowls, 3 SWAC championships. They've also participated in several different parades. They've also participated in a band of the year ESPN competition. They've done everything that's possible. And one thing that none of us that's marched previous in the Sonic Boom of the South in our history have been able to be a part of was a Rose Bowl. They got to do that. And so congratulations to those students. Congratulations to the staff. I call them the Avengers when we talk about Dr. Little.
Yes.
Justin Sarad, Kevin, Chloe, all just that staff. That's the dream team. And they're killing it, man. Their resume, when they're done, is going to be impeccable and untouched. So they're doing an outstanding job.
They are. Shout out the band staff.
Yeah.
And the students. The students are the ones that make the thing
Right.
the thing. You know what I mean? So just them executing, because it is under the direction of Dr. Little, Mr. Johnson, Mrs. Chloe Crowley, and Ms. Lett, and Dr. Sherrod is under their direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're executing just, extremely well. So, we want to give a shout out to both the students and of course the staff, just for an impeccable year. It was a great, like you said, the past 12 months was awesome. And they've been working really hard. So I understand Dr. Little being under the weather. They've been traveling in another climate for a week. You know what I mean? I get it. So
I understand. That's why when he texted me, I said, Doc, I get it. Because trust me when I tell you, listen, living in the West, going to the South, and we talking about in the summer, then we talking about in the fall when it's like cheeks hot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it gets a little. The climate here is different, man. It is, and then you go home, and then. But I did want to touch on this. I think you guys mentioned it. Shout out to the 1400 Club, who's been killing it on social media, as well as YouTube lately. They're talking about the seniors, and the seniors in the Jack State Sonic Boom, and they said they've gone to 3 celebration bowls. This is a phenomenal. Mm-hmm. They witnessed 3 SWAC championships and an HBCU natty. They've appeared on Good Morning America, College Game Day, NBA TV, Prime Video Series, halftime show nominated for 3 Emmys. They performed with Lil Boosie, Usher, Cedric the Entertainer, and Anthony Anderson.
Man,
they've appeared in the Disney Pixar feature and performed at Disneyland. They were part of the most viewed halftime show in the history of the Super Bowl and finished by performing in the Rose Bowl, in the Rose Parade. Y'all did that. Incoming S-Bots, class of 2021. Love the boom, man. What a hell of a year, man.
Hey, wait, Ken. Something missing on there, man. I think I'm a little touched. I don't see Q name on there. Is Q on there?
Q? That's true.
Hey, man.
Oh, 112.
I'm a big 112.
Oh, yeah, 112.
Oh, you okay? Talk to me. I feel you, bro.
Forgot about that.
Hey, hey, what happened to Mr. Keys? He just dropped
He
off.
fell off. You gotta get his Wi-Fi updated.
Hey,
Ray,
hey.
I'm on your neck right now, dog.
But yeah, man. I mean that right there.
And that's true. And Silas. Look at Miss Rochelle coming through this thing.
Right. So hey,
I mean, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, so I was about to ask them honestly. You speak on this highly impressive and respected resume that the Boone seniors have. Lady, gentlemen, how does that make you feel? Does it tally up? Does it breed just a tad bit of envy, or just is it all pride, like a proud parent, like, hey, I paved the way?
It's all pride for me. It's looking at the numbers, it's looking at it. It's like, yeah, they did that. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? They did that. They've had a great 4-year run. I mean, just in general, like the university as well has had a great run, but the Boom has had a great run, and I'm proud of them. I'm happy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm happy that the band staff is is getting what they want, and I'm happy that the students are having fun and getting to enjoy the praise and the accolades and these accomplishments. So I'm proud, never jealous.
I think I'm along with you, Danielle.
Talk before you go. Let me say, when I say envy, I'm not referring to hate. I'm saying I wish I had.
No, we don't see that.
It's the I love. It's the I love. It's not at all hate. Yeah, I wish, not at all hate. It's all love.
I could have performed like that. I wish that had happened when I was. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. It's not a hating on anybody type thing.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. It's like it's just like that's amazing. That's dope because we had our time. You know what I mean? For me, I had my time. I had things that I performed places I performed that the band had never performed at before and things like that too. So it was great. It's great witnessing like everything that they're doing. I don't wish I was there. You know what I mean? I'm just loving it for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think that what a lot of people don't understand is that what the Boom does is always been a build upon what has been done in the past. So you always feel that you're part of it, even though we're not marching the 5.5 miles and all that, but we feel like we're part of it. So when we see it, we see us in it. And we see like what the future is going to be in the future, what's going to happen. So like we feel part of it, and it's our family. And those the kids that are participating in it, those are babies right there. And we're excited to see them be a part of this program, go through this pageantry, and learn these traditions, and being able to push what we've been able to do forward and make it better and grand. What we look at right now, we've talked about it. Right now, what we look at when we looking at the band, it's a perfect version of what we've done. They're perfect. This is the best version of the Sonic Boom of the South that I have seen. And it was like this is it. And it couldn't be this without all the people in the past. And like if you go back to our episodes of band sessions with the Boom, when you listen to the Aravons, when you listen to the Tammys, when you listen to the Maurices, all these people that we've had on our show, if you listen to them, that's what it's about. It's about the traditions. It's about the pageantry of the Sonic Boom of the South, and what they're doing right now. It was a build. It was built upon all of these legends and everybody that bled and Carl Cunningham. All these people, what they bred and put into this program, and the students and the directors and the organization, they living up to the standard, and it's great. The standard, THEE, the standard. So it's no jealousy, it's no envy. Like we did what we had to do, but they're doing what they got to do, and I can't imagine what the next 20 years are going to be like. They going to do what they got to do. They got to stand on those shoulders, man.
Great answer.
So I got a question. I've been waiting. I hate to ask this, but I gotta go here. Gotta go here, y'all. In the lexicon of the great band directors at Jackson State University, Sonic Boom of the South, Where's Dr. Little today?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I love Dow Taylor. I love Dr. Liddell. I love him all. I was like, ooh. I said, ooh, I said, man, this is what we were talking about in the chat. You can blame Corey, by the way.
I answered.
You can blame Corey. And I don't listen. They said don't answer.
I answered.
Don't answer.
No, I have to ask you guys. You guys are the guests.
You gotta answer. You gotta answer. I answer.
Y'all ain't home tonight. We the guests. We gotta ask y'all.
Don't do that.
That's why I have yielded, the platform to you guys. Me and TD go downstairs. We down there in the in-laws. Y'all upstairs in the master suite. So y'all got to tell us, man, educate us on, or however you choose to answer that question. But I did want to get your perspective on that because, man, my goodness, bro, I got to say this, listen, Dr. Little has had a historic run this past 12 months, bro. I go back to that video, man, when I'm seeing they in the custom suits and, bro, they on the field with Usher, man, the Super Bowl. Y'all know what the Super Bowl do, you know what I mean? You see how folks, it's like World War III done started when Kendrick got freaking voted to perform the Super Bowl.
Right.
And here you are, Rose Bowl parade. I've been here 4 years, man, and never been over there. I never cared to go. But when I went over there now, I was like, man, this is pretty cool. It's good stuff. But I'll shut up and let you guys kind of, okay, all right, Taylor's there. And then, okay, all right. I don't have no right or wrong answer, just perspective.
I hate that you asked the question. My phone is blown up since you asked that question.
Politically correct answer. We don't need politically correct. It's Funky Friday, man. I want to get your thoughts on it. Go ahead.
You want to go straight from the hip. Gutter time. No, what was the question again? I'm just kidding. He said it was
dangerous.
It was very dangerous.
Based out right now as we speak.
Right now as we speak.
Resumes included.
Where does it? Lord have mercy. I'm trying to say I don't want my phone to be blowing up when I.
Mine's blowing up right now.
But I'm cool. That's a good.
Y'all can blame me, man. I'm not a boomer.
No. We go. I got an answer. All right.
I got an
answer. We got an answer.
Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Dr. Little right now. We can only let's speak right now. Dr. Little right now, he's at the top. He's at the top of his game. No, I'm not talking about compared to other bands.
No, I know.
Let me finish. He's at the top of his game. Sonic Boom, been everywhere. I mean, it's extensive. I mean, it's like it's big and it's crazy because the band director that I had, which was Dr. Lewis Liddell, he instilled a lot of things in me. He instilled some things in me that I know that Dr. Little's instilled into those young individuals. Dr. Little didn't instill those things into me personally. So if I'm taking a lot of things, like I think about when I think about Dr. Liddell, I think about the moment that I went into Doc's office because I knew I wanted to be in the band, but I didn't know what my major was going to be. I ended up majoring in mass communication because of Dr. Liddell. I wanted to major in electronic engineering, but Jackson State didn't have electronic engineering. And Dr. Liddell asked me, what did I like to do? And I said, well, I like doing some electrical stuff, fixing radios. I like cameras, taking pictures. He said, oh, you ever thought about mass comm? You good with the camera? I said, never thought about it. Never heard of it. So he go through this whole extensive list about what it entails. And boom, I said, yeah, I like this kind of stuff. And voila, boom, bam, pow, still working in it today. So I think about how Doc instills something into me. So I cannot take away from what I learned from Dr. Liddell that helped me be a better person, to help me make it through life. Like I think about real life challenges that I face every single day. And I think about the time of being in the boom where, Doc told us one time, don't be stupid. So I take those things and I add those into my, into what I gained from being in the boom, not just performances, not only performances, but there was so many other things that I gained. So that's kind of like my answer. Like what Dr. Little is doing is now I call him Dr. Rod or Dr. Thundercat because he's young.
Thundercat.
Dr. Thunder. I call him Dr. Thundercat. When they see this, he'll know what it is. So not to take anything away from any band director at all. But my experiences when I was in Jackson State are not the same experiences now that the kids are going through or that they're experiencing. So that's my answer. I don't know if that answers it.
No, it does. It does. It does.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I'll jump in there real quick because I know y'all gonna go. I'll tell you who.
We ain't going nowhere. You gonna kick us out? Look, I took my shoes off, man.
Y'all here all day. We rock with y'all.
we in your house with our shoes off, man.
Listen,
we got our shoes off. Nice carpet. I don't want to miss the carpet.
I've been conflicted. I've always been conflicted because of my respect for Dr. Liddell and everything that he stood for. Coming in, even though I wasn't in the band, but just kind of his presence to me has a very demanding presence. When Doc walked in the stadium, the band, you kind of knew Dr. Liddell was coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Taylor, bro, Dr. Dow Taylor, I just thought the sound of the band was damn near flawless when he was directing. That's just how I felt. Mm-hmm. Every band under each director has taken on the personality of the director. And y'all know how DT was, Dr. Dow Taylor, and not knowing him, very.
The first or the second time? The first or the second time?
Second time.
Okay. All right.
Second time. First time, I'm just saying, like the first time, and maybe you guys could educate me a little bit more on the first time. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, Desi, I got you, baby. Thank you for joining. By the way, we had 219. That's marvelous. By the way, we had 219 signups. We trying to get to 300 before. Hell, we can get to 300 for the night out. That'd be great. But
we can.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
But I just remember the little things. About the band. I'm big on attention to details. I'm big on the small little nuances. You would think I'm a band head because of the things I pay attention to. Mm-hmm. That's
you band adjacent, baby.
There you go.
That Taylor is the reason why I get those band clips coming into the stadium. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, because of the things that I paid attention to under his leadership, if it ain't right, I'm bothered. But I don't say nothing because I ain't really a part of the fraternity.
I'm bothered.
But I'm serious. I am. It's the little small things. But anyway, I'll shut up and let y'all jump on in.
I think that each director has their own era, right? And in their time, right? So there are things that and I'm gonna say it in order. Dr. Liddell, Mr. Taylor, Dr. Little. And the reason is because one had to come before the other. Dr. Liddell taught both of them. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just believe that each director has their own era.
Right.
I for sure believe that. And I believe that, and based on the time, right? So Dr. Little has a lot more at his advantage in terms of technology and social media. He uses that.
Great point.
You know what I mean? Not saying I'm not taking anything away from either of these directors.
Great point. That's a great point.
Yeah. Mr. Taylor, he had his own tools and things that he brought. You know what I mean? You speak about paying attention to detail and the things he absolutely, turned, some pages in terms of, uniformity and things like that, when he got back, at the helm. And then Dr. Liddell has his own. Dr. Liddell is who, really imparted on us the importance of being a musician first, you know what I mean? And why your symphonic season is the most important season out of the year. So, I think of course each, I wasn't under Dow Taylor nor Mr. Dr. Little, but I think each of those directors definitely be bringing their own, their own zhuzh, their own style, their own unique flavor and, traditions to the program. So I can't really put anybody, that's got to be the order for me.
It's a great question. People want it's some beauty in doing the Mount Rushmore of Jackson State band directors, but I tend to agree with Danielle and Terrell on this. Everybody brought their piece. I even go back to Dr. Harold Hoffman. That's the beginning of the boom. He brought the style. Right.
Yes.
And then we go to Dow Taylor. I think Dow Taylor, he brought swag. He was the band director, in the 80s, and he brought a swag to the Boom. It was a presence there. And then Louis Liddell, he brought some structure. It was like some discipline that we needed to have in there for us to be able to move to that next level. And then when you talk about Dr. Little, he brought a dominance. We talking about 1 year right now. We talk about from the Usher performance till the Rose Bowl. But when you a band head, we looking at that before the Usher performance. In the 23 season, Band Sessions with the Boom, we came on early and was like, this is the best marching band that we have ever witnessed. We said that like August.
That was the standard. Yes.
We were like, this right here. And that's a lot for us to say because we're not in it. Because you usually say, oh, yeah, 98 was the best. Or like 2006 was the best. Or 2012 was the best. That was, we don't give credit to other years if you wasn't in that thing. We said it live. We were like, 2023 is the best Boom. They went to Southern. Southern came to us and we blew them out. We went to Southern. It was twice in a season that we just like, it was no question who were the better band in the SWAC. So like, yes. So like, so this is a 2-year run that the Boom has been going on. And I don't see it slacking. How Daniel just said, how we use our social media, the recruitment is out the roof. We're getting the best players. Like it's people at other schools and in the SWAC and everywhere that wants to be a part of the Sonic Boom of the South. It's no transfer portal in band, but that's about to happen because people want to be a part of this. They want to see themselves on how our social media just push that content out. Our school is amazing. So like, I can't give it to one band director because all of them brought a different thing to it and it lasted. The swag of Dow Taylor is still there today. The style of Harold Hoffman from the 70s is still there today. And Dr. Liddell, the structure is there today. The discipline is there today. And Dr. Little, he encompasses all of that. He's a part of all that. He worked under he came in under Dr. Liddell and he worked under Dow Taylor. So he has it all. He has it all. He's the Avenger. He has all the rings.
I want to. Beautiful explanation, man. I appreciate that more than anything. 23 was special, man. I'm still pissed off at ESPN for that damn ESPN band competition crap, giving it to NCAT. I thought that was.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I thought that was.
We don't talk about Bruno. No.
All right, I got you. Correct me, brother. I got you. Go ahead, Timmy. Come on in here, because I wanted you guys to speak on Kevin Johnson, who is this dude is look.
You want me to cry now?
I'm sorry, bro. I mean, you're talking about someone, another quiet disposition. He just do the work. He don't look for no shine. He let his pen speak for itself. And I'm telling you, like I sound like I'm a part of it. I'm telling y'all, I be watching.
Bring you on the Band Adjacent show, man.
Yeah, you band adjacent, man. You're band adjacent,
man.
I am. I love it, man. I'm telling you. But go ahead. I never learned the instrument.
Hey,
go ahead, TD.
Yeah. I probably should have did this at first. But for those, for those that are watching the show right now, you probably never seen Session with the Boom.
Yes.
Can you guys give us a history about just how I want to know how you guys come together and how y'all decide to form that platform?
It's a great question.
That's a real good question.
For real.
Yeah, Terrell got that one.
All right. Man, history. So I always tell Tobin, we're gonna have to write this down somewhere. So band sessions with the Boom. So back before there was any video coverage, everything was just like call in on the phone, like Tiger Talk. It was always just call in. You call in if you got some headphones, put them on. Cool. Yep. So years ago, I want to say this was probably pre-COVID. This was right. My son was. This was pre-COVID. This was probably like 20. 18. Corey, the Corey C. Shout out the Corey C. The Corey C. Y'all know him. Y'all know who he is. So the Corey C. He set up an interview with Mr. Cortez Bryant. Shout out Cortez. He set up an interview with Mr. Cortez Bryant because everything that he was doing was, sports. Everything that Tiger Talk was doing was sports related. Tiger Talk family, all sports. Anything sports in around JSU. But there was never any band talk. There was never any like, oh, what the Boom doing, blah, blah, blah. So Cortez being very instrumental in all things JSU, represent for JSU, come to my go hard for JSU, a professor at JSU.
Yes.
Tons of things to name. Corey had an interview set up with Cortez. And Corey and I were mass comm majors, so we do the video stuff all the time. So Corey hit me up and was like, yo, Key, you want to be on my podcast? I said, of course, why not? He said, well, I got Cortez coming on, and let me give you the ropes. This is what we do. We can come up with a few questions, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, cool. He said, now, if it goes too long, we're going to probably have to cut it into 2 shows. But he said, don't hold back. So I came up with some questions. Corey came up with some questions. So we texting back and forth. Boom. So we did that show. Show was a hit. We went too long. And Corey said, we're going to have to break this show up into 2 shows. Cool. Part 1, part 2, no big deal. Mm-hmm. So the things that we were talking about, we were just having a whole bunch of band conversations, just talking about the Boom, the history of the Boom, Dr. Liddell, all that kind of stuff, all the things that you can think of. So the feedback was really, really great. Corey would hit me up. He said, man, yo, the feedback was great. The people want to hear more Boom stories because we were just giving Boom stories. And so I was like, okay, cool. He said, come up with 2 more people to be on the show with you. And we can do a whole band segment of, the Tiger Talk scenario. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. So I thought it out. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't know, who you got? He said, well, you come up with somebody. He gave me a suggestion. And I was like, okay. I said, well, let me think on it. Thought on it a little harder. I said, I know exactly who I'm going to call. I said, I'm going to call Toby and I'm going to call Danielle. I said, yo, check this out. Y'all know Corey Collins? Well, they call him the Corey C. Yeah, we know Corey. Yeah, blah, blah. Well, Corey got a show. Yeah, we know about the show. What about it? So I said, well, they want to do a band segment of Tiger Talk. And I was like, they were like, okay. Well, tell me more. I said, well, I don't know. We're going to put this thing together. We all together. I'm just bringing the idea to you guys. Let's see what we can come up with. So fast forward the story. We're like 40 episodes in. We started. What we did was we get on here, band sessions with the Boom. We just have some casual conversations about anything centered around JSU Sonic Boom, JSU Symphonic Band, JSU Concert Band, Brass Quintet, Brass Ensemble, Mississippi, the Symphony Orchestra, you name it. Anything JSU, we're talking about it. And we also have some Boom alumni. We're gonna have some band adjacent people. We got some other shows coming up too. So that's pretty much it. I think if I left something out, Toby, don't you charge to my head and my heart.
I think you're right, man. We I think right now, and when we started, because I'm humble in this because I don't feel, and I've told Danielle and Terrell this, I don't feel that I would be a guest on the show. As far as like what I contributed to the Boom while I was there, I was a leader in the band. I worked hard. I did what I was supposed to do. But like the people that we're pulling and that we're calling, that we're talking to, that we're putting on the show, they're doing some outstanding work. They did outstanding work doing in the band, but like what they're doing in the community, in the world, in their workspace is like outstanding. So it just amazes me. But the one thing that we really wanted to do, we wanted to be true in getting information and history of the Boom on wax. We call it on wax. We getting the information on wax recorded so everybody can be able to. So we have kids. We were in Atlanta for Celebration Bowl, and I went to Midtown High School for a recruitment with the Sonic Boom of the South, and it was kids that were in the Boom that approached me and was like, "Hey, I'm a fan of the show." And we don't think that, like we have kids, we have 18, 19-year-olds watching our show and gathering information and going back to their sections and being able to spit history because they watched the show. This is where this was created. This is where it will start. But we also hear people that are 60, 70, 75, 80 years old watching the show, and they stopping us at the game and was like, hey, we're a fan of the show. And then, hey, you need to talk to this person. And Terrell will tell you, like, they're pulling their phone out and they pulling out like videos of people from the 60s and 70s. And they're like, hey, you need to talk to this person because this is what happened. And this is how this led to this. And this is how it led to this. So we got a viewership from kids that are 18, 19 years old to like 70, 75, 80 years old, our parents' age. So it is just a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful journey. And we just inspired by getting this stuff on wax because it's got to go down in history.
I tell you, I had a chance to watch a couple of the episodes. One that was funny to me when you guys had Dr. Liddell on. Doctor, I do like, you know what, Doc, just have it. Just go on with it, man. And the one with Cortez was extremely interesting to me. And I don't remember what's the gentleman's name. He's a DJ in Atlanta.
DJ T. Lewis. Terrell Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is some good stuff. I'm gonna binge watch him at some point. Go back and watch him. But I want to tell you, you guys doing a fantastic job. And I've said it on this show many times before. I've always was a football guy. I love, hear the band. I knew we had the best band, in the land. When y'all got on the field and perform, especially I definitely like when y'all used to do the different thing with the I don't want to say that. With the plus size young ladies coming out doing their thing, all those different routines and stuff like that,
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That's hey.
No.
You enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Shout out. Yeah. Bring your pop-ups, baby.
I just thought it was very creative, the Mr. Big stuff, all that stuff. But I'm saying, I'm saying that because, like I said, I'm really a football guy, but I don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoyed the band. I love the parades and stuff like that, especially when they used to come to my hometown and march through. So I said that to say I started learning, and I knew some stuff about instruments and stuff like that, but I started getting more intricate details from watching you guys show. So I want to tell you, I said on this show many times before, but I want to tell you to your face that I appreciate what you guys are doing. You have got my interest, and I want to, and I started paying attention to a lot more. And then I have a good friend, Nikila Gates.
Hey.
Man, that's a good friend of mine, and she's been over and she'll just break down the different things about the band and what's going on. I'm like, hey, I never knew all that was going on. So now I pay more attention to that stuff now and again. Thanks to you guys for what you guys doing in the episodes that you and y'all can do so much with this. I mean, y'all go session by session and everything. So much, but keep up the good work.
I mean, this is cool. So shout out, appreciate that, Jerome, because you guys get with Jerome. That's pretty cool, man. Crab 63. What I'm talking about. Now, I think it's a beautiful segment because it's a great change of pace. I have a very specific role in this now because this is my mentality, man. I'm a sales and marketing and branding professional. That's what I do, or did. That's what I did.
That's what you're doing, man. You're still doing that.
Right. Like you 100% with it.
But no, I am. I say that to say this, man. I'm sitting here listening to you guys talk, and I'm saying all of this come out of. I have to doff my head off to Corey C. Because I came on the same way, Corey. Terrell and Danielle and Toby, because when he would do the recruiting shows, because I was fascinated by recruiting. So that would be my little way in, and then the previous co-host kind of, went in a different direction. They opened up a slot. I joined, and then here we are. But you guys have a great product, and my mentality now is to do whatever we can to try to help this thing grow and really grow. I was hoping you guys could have came to Cali because I had a vision for what we could have done. We talked about it. That didn't happen, but I trust me. It's some big plans coming down the pipe for band session. I think it's pretty phenomenal. And we're gonna do everything we can to make sure you guys have that segment. That's why it's Tiger Talk TV, man. It is.
Right.
But Danielle, I want to hear Danielle's. She didn't. Did you want to add anything about how y'all came together? I know Toby gave his bird and Terrell gave his. Did you want to touch in on that? Are you good?
No, I mean, I won't say much still. They pretty much covered a lot of it. But I'll just say this, you know, I didn't know what this was gonna become or what it was gonna look like, or you know what I mean, like how this was gonna look almost 2 years later. And that's crazy to say that. It's been almost 2 years in a couple months. Well, next month, right?
Yeah.
Next month. So I'll just say this, like you know, we're coming together, like we say all the time, like we're friends, you know, family pretty much, from, you know, the same class. And that means something when you are in a marching band, an HBCU marching band. You know, you get to know these people, you know, because you see them day in and day out. And so just coming together, I think, you know, when people say a lot, you know, I love you guys' energy, it's because we've known each other for 25 years. You know, we didn't just get together and start doing a podcast. And that's what I just love about it. I love that about it, because I think that's what makes people want to join and you know, and come on and tell their stories, because we have such a good camaraderie. And I mean, we do in general with, you know, just anybody from Jackson State, but, you know, because of how we engage with one another, I think that's what encourages people to want to come on the show. And we, you know, open it up for people to, you know, like tell your story, We don't want to influence it at all. Just tell us how you got there, what you thought, how you felt. And, you know, I think that's what's beautiful about it. And the fact that we're able to come together and do it in this way, and have people excited about it and excited to see, you know, new episodes and things like that. I just think that it was, it was a match made in heaven, and that sounds corny, but that's what I mean. You know what I mean? For lack of a better term.
I don't know if Danielle or Terrell say this, but like when we started it was a hobby, but like somewhere between 2 years ago and right now, it's become a purpose. It's still in my thunder. I might get teary-eyed in talking about it. Like, I am already. Who's cutting these onions? And
man, you know, I just already got called a cult leader. And this is like people
it might be like midlife. It might be midlife crisis and stuff like that. Like I'm 45 right now, and you know, you get, I call it the used tos. Like you get into this routine where it's like you're in a treadmill and you just you know what's gonna happen. I can do this. This is my job. This is what I do. And I'm good at it, and you know, and you just do it, you know, you just every day. But this was put in front of me, and then we saw the impact, and then it became a purpose. And it's important to me because, like, all of us, we love Jackson State University. Yes. Why do we love Jackson State so much? Because it's given us so much. And when I look back on it, you know, Jackson State has been part of my life for a majority, all of my life. Like before I was a student, after I was a student, now it's been a part of me. And I don't think I would be the man that I am right now without Jackson State University, without the friendships that I have, like with people like Terrell and with Danielle. People have mentioned other people like Kevin Johnson. All of these people, they have put life into me. So like, I feel like it's our purpose. So somewhere between when we started it and it was a hobby, like, oh, this is fun. We're just talking to friends. Now it's become like a purpose. And our meetings, our pre-production meetings are purposeful. It's intentional. We're when we bring on people, it's a reason why we're bringing them on, when we're bringing them on, and why we're bringing them on, what content we're trying to get out of that person. What are we trying to show the people in the world about our program behind the scenes is just something great. So yeah, man, this is awesome. I love it. Every minute of it. I love it.
Man, listen, I can tell on myself since you just gave me the biggest.
Do it, man. Do it.
Speak, man. I cry a lot, bro. As I've gotten older, I cry a lot. people don't understand. I try to tell people, man, the mission that I'm on is a calling. It is. I didn't know I'd be doing this. I'm full-time media now. I'm full-time KC-1400 and Friends of KC-1400, KC-1400 Collective. And I'm just trying to connect all the dots. We're doing a whole lot. I don't know how long it'll go, but I trust God, man, and I trust him. I'm thankful for the people he's brought us in contact with. And I'm even looking at how I got some plans, man. And I'm gonna just speak it. Can I just speak freely?
Man, come on. What we been doing? That's why we here.
Sometimes
that's where we going, baby.
But this is what I'm on right now. This is shout out to KT Dub, business partner. We was looking at how to take this platform and Tiger Talk and marry it collectively to investors. You get a full shebang. It's not just about what we're doing. It's about you get a live show on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You get a podcast for like inside the house, and you get the boom. It's a 3-part, and now you're talking about going in with a bigger packet of content. Content is king. You got the right thing. How do you sell Jackson? Somebody said this is a Jackson State movie. We gonna grow the legs, baby. We growing the legs, and we got other stuff that we're delving into. Because you got to cover the boom. You got to have a late night. We got a late night talk show. We got interview. We gonna eventually marry this thing to where it becomes just if I can go in a room and say, hey, listen, man, this is what we have. These are all the eyes that we got tuned in. How well are you really trying to invest in what we're doing? And I'll leave it at that, man. So I'm excited. I didn't really understand because I was always compartmentalizing my thoughts, and I always like, that's Corey's baby. I just show up when I needed to do it, but I finally got to a place now to where I can. Keisha! My girl right there. What's up, baby?
Pratt. What up, dog?
What's my girl?
Keisha,
what's up, Keisha?
Sing something. Give me
the
microphone.
Me, baby.
I got a microphone. I got an extra microphone over here for her.
That's I gotta get that song, man. She gonna make. I gotta get that song, sis. Come on now. But but the point that I'm making is that we're excited about the direction, man. And it always warms my heart up because they say what when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and it's cool because time flies by, man. It flies by. You look up, we've been sitting there for 3 hours, and it feels like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? And I can't stay awake looking at something for 25 minutes, let alone sitting on it for 2-3 hours, and it just doesn't feel that way. So I'm always looking for how we can take this thing, go bigger, faster, further. So we're gonna stay locked in, and I don't think it was a coincidence. A lot of people don't even understand. See, like I can say this. Remember, we had a conference call.
Yep.
We was trying to figure out how we were going to do this thing.
We were.
And we had to make a decision. The decision was, you know what? I don't have the time to try to send y'all links. I'm going to just give you access. Y'all do y'all thing. And boy, when I did that TD, it hauled ass, man. It took off.
So here it
is. Say, hey, Ken, hey, we got one that's already in the oven. It's done.
Listen.
What you do,
Shout out to Toby. Toby has been he been cooking. I'm gonna just say he's been cooking. He didn't learn the thing, learn StreamYard, send the link out, send it to the guests. He pressing all the buttons. He was doing the same thing Corey was doing. Corey took a little pause for the calls. Shout out Corey C. Hey man, I miss you, brother. Hope all is well. He's busy now. I haven't seen him in a while. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
He's doing good, man. He's doing good.
But no, you're right, man. This was not a coincidence. It worked out like it was supposed to. I've always wanted to connect with you, though, Ken, for real, because I've always watched and followed what you do. Everybody know who Ken Clark is. Even before we met, I knew. I was like, man, that's Ken Clark. Of course, I know Ken. I'm just saying. Hey, listen. I'm just telling you what. This is coming from me.
Hey, I know you know what everybody know.
Move.
Milk it.
Let me go get my t-shirt. I listen. Hey, but you know what? Watch this, TD. Watch this. I'm gonna hit TD with something. TD, I got a little known fact. Since Ken Clark brought this up, and since we got time. Let me know how.
We got time today, man.
Okay, we got time today.
We got time today, man.
Wrist. So no, it's this wrist. TD,
Yes, sir.
I got a little known JSU history fact for you, my good sir.
Please give it to me.
Right here live today, did you know that Musa Mu was founded on the campus of Jackson State University? First of all, wait. Are you familiar with Musa Mu? Let me back that up.
I am not.
So let me tell you what. So do you remember this TV show that came on BET called Hits from the Streets? The guy's name was Al Shearer.
Yeah.
Well, his name is Al Shearer. He was the host. He would go around to different colleges playing pranks on people. It was kind of like a impromptu sketch comedy kind of host kind of show. It was one guy. He would randomly walk up to people and put the microphone in their face and, hey, look, you want to sing Whitney Houston song for me? You never heard of Hits from the Streets?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So the guy from Hits from the Streets, he started a fraternity called Musa Mu. And it's the saying is milk it. So it's milk it. It's 3 like the cow utters, milk it.
Right.
You get it. So I'm a founder member of Musa Mu. See, I just put you on some history, right? Charter. Well, he's the founder. I'm gonna try. Thank you, sir. He's the founder, founded on Jackson State University's campus. Did you now you know that? So all you do when we get done, you got a lot of homework to do, TD. You gotta go Google Musa Mu and just watch the videos. Come on.
MOO.
Like cow.
Yeah.
Like
the cow, like moo. Yeah, I'm sorry, not moo as in MU. MOO like moo. Like OOPS like you. Mew and moo.
Musa Mu.
Right. So TD, check that out.
Make BET great again. Man.
Man.
That was
man, I miss it, man. You know what I missed the most about BET?
What's that?
Comic View.
Oh man.
So I'm a big comedy guy, man. So
Me too.
I love comedy. Matter of fact, we got a big event coming up, man. We got one. Actually, you know what I'm excited about? What makes me so excited about this event? January 11th, right? Is because an up and coming. Well, no, he ain't up and coming. Hell, he's famous now. But I love the dude, man. I do. And Henry Coleman. And that was good to connect with him. You know, he'll be there. And he raw, man. He real raw, too. I mean, raw.
Okay.
For real raw.
Where the event? I need to be there.
Fundraising, man. Football KC-1400 collective event.
Yeah, there we go.
7 p.m., 11 p.m. And guess where you from, Terrell? From Memphis.
Get out of here.
Henry Coleman.
Why you don't know him, Terrell?
I don't know why I don't know.
So you got some homework to do. Just like you told TD. I want you to go to YouTube, pull up Henry Coleman
right now,
and watch his comment. I'm just telling you, it's diabolical. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
now, I saw you had.
Just get prepared because it's gonna be raw. It's gonna be real.
I'm good.
Yeah, you got like tour dates though. I saw like.
He got who me?
You, I saw you had like tour dates, like where you gonna be and like
no. That's his. That was his tour. That's his tour.
Oh, okay.
I just posted the link to the for you to come see him in Kevin Dent. That's right. Yeah, that's right, sis. So listen, so we shout out to the Vicksburg JSU National Alumni Association, Vicksburg Warren chapter. Shout out to my brother Ephraim, sister Tiffany, all of them out there in the Vicksburg area. So Kevin Dent was he got inducted into the Black College Football Hall of Fame this past season. So he's partnered with us, and he's going to be honorary host. He's going to be at the event, and he's really has been the catalyst of helping us to spearhead and get all those former JSU players and legends back in the fray. You know what I mean? Keisha, need you to get Graylin back over there. We need Brother Pratt back in the fold now. We talked about this in Houston when we went over there for the track meet last year. TD, myself, and Nook was over there. But yeah, man, that's the Graylin. There you go. We got to get one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time from Jackson State football, Brother Graylin Pratt. But no, we are having a NIL, Jack State football NIL fundraiser. This is part for our foundation, Friends of KC-1400 Inc. This division, NIL, which is my baby. I extremely passionate about that. And we're looking to try to make sure we take care of our athletes, man. We just won a natty. So when you win a natty, man, you got to try to keep your guys in the room, man. You don't want to leave them. You don't want them going nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, ma'am. I sure will. The link is about to be dropped. Go ahead.
You said it in the previous episode, but I think it's important because how did it feel when we won that natty? Like all of us was in the same room.
I cried
like a baby, right?
I was crying, man. I listen. I ain't give a damn. I was like, y'all don't know, man, bro. Like, I gotta just say this, man. Being a part of Tiger Talk and covering Jackson State, covering JSU athletics in the best way that you possibly can. Through Tiger Talk, and then going through a highly emotional. We was at an emotional height. 7 years of just being cheeks. We were bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This becomes our coach, and then all of a sudden we win the SWAC. We lose Celebration Bowl twice, and then he leaves. It was an emotional time. Y'all know what happened, and then Coach Taylor takes over. We've had him on. We've had Coach O on. They've told us all about how it was. We saw what it was like. Man, it was a dark time. But the beautiful thing about it was this young sister right here who just popped up on the screen would always come up on the screen and tell us how y'all go ahead and shake them pom-poms, do your thing.
Yeah, we got to give it to her.
Hey. Give it, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Henderson.
You know what she would say? She would say, out of the chaos, she always talked about chaos. Well, this platform was pretty much it evolved into what it is from that moment. So it was a beautiful thing that came from a very tough time. But watching 70 plus players walk out of the door, watching our coaches have to rebuild this thing from the ground up. I'm talking about, man, it's on the channel. So if you can go back and go back and find the live stream after Dion left. So you can go back and look at listen to all the December of 2022. I was pissed off. I mean, we was all emotional, man. We was all over the place, man. And we was going through an emotional roller coaster. TD witness to that. TD was an emotional roller coaster under Coach Taylor's first year. You know what I'm saying? Because we're having to adjust to the new normal. The hype is gone. You know what I'm saying? And are we doing this right? Are we doing enough to keep the eyes on it? How did we mess this? Whatever, man. It was a lot of stuff going on. All the way up until the point till we get to 2024. And, man, when I got to camp and I was watching this team and I'm watching this new, coach had turned over 7 coaches from year one. And then you talking about watching something special starting to happen, man. And I knew then, and going through the Grambling loss, it was a bad loss, man. Everybody, it just felt like the wheels were gonna come off the damn thing. And we never lost another game, man. And I'm telling you right now, I ain't have no doubt, man. I was telling Marshall, I was telling Dr. Freeman at the Rose Bowl, I said, Doc, bro, I never doubted that we was gonna lose that. I never thought for 1 second we was losing that game. And I'm gonna tell on myself. I really didn't even watch. I would watch the opposing team before we get ready to talk about them. I really didn't even have no interest in watching South Carolina State because I was like, we're not losing this game. This is our moment. And I got to be honest with you, man. Then Coach Javancy Jones said, Ken, I'm telling you right now. He said, Ken, it ain't even gonna be close. He told me that at the hotel. Or long before we got to the game, he was like, he said, Big Dog, it ain't gonna be close, man. And I knew then we were locked in, but all that sounds good. But man, when that damn clock hit 0 and we had 1 point and we finally did it, oh my gosh, bro. Every ounce of emotion. Huh?
I look at you as a champ. Like when you look at like the comments that's coming in, like Carl coming in, like this show helped us. You didn't even notice, like, but when you were coming on, for those 3 days a week, for 2 or 3 hours a time, like you were helping us being able to process that thing because we didn't know. Like it was highs and lows through all of that.
I was
and it
helping
like
myself in the process too. You know what I mean? And it's been, look, man, I was just trying not to have the ugly face on somebody's camera. So you know what I'm saying? I was on the field like this, man, just like, oh my! When I put my hand on my knees, bro, and then when I saw Coach Taylor, when Coach Taylor dropped down, I was like, oh, I was over. It was over with. I'm getting teary eyed just thinking about it. That's how emotional it was. Because I'm like, it wasn't just about winning the Celebration Bowl, though. What made me cry, man, was that national championship was for Jackson, man.
Oh yeah.
That was for Jackson, Mississippi. That was for every hater that pissed on us. That was for everybody that shitted on Jackson State. That was for everybody that doubted us. That was for everybody that said, that talked down on the city. We talked down on the school. We was in the top. We was on the top of the world now, and the world got to bow down to Jackson State in this particular arena. And now we get to say something that I've never seen in my lifetime. I mean, I said never seen and paid attention. I know that we won Natties. I wasn't paying attention in '96. I'm sorry. But while I'm paying attention, while I'm a part of it, I've been a part of a state championship. I won a state championship playing JUCO basketball 2002. That's the team that I was on. But I ain't never been a part of no national championship. We done won the SWAC before. We won the SWAC in 07. 06, whatever year, 07, whatever, on the Comedy. I've felt that before. But man, a national championship, undoubted. Come on, man. On ABC, after you done lost 2 of them, and you doing it with the coach, one of your own who played there. Come on, man. It just meant more. It meant more. And now we gotta keep it going, man. We gotta keep it going. It's up to us.
Right now, we got the best football team. We got the best band ever.
Best
keep this stuff going. Donate, contribute, help.
We got the best athletic department in the game, bro. And I mean that because, I mean, look at what the AD has been doing. We got contract extensions. Coach Marcus Hereford, volleyball coach. Coach Ted Fagatis, soccer coach, women's soccer coach. You got Coach Gurnea, whatever. I forget it. And Hernan G, Coach G, the tennis coach.
That'll work.
But what's beautiful about it, y'all, is we got 2 more extensions. Coach Kevin Montgomery just won SWAC championship softball coach gets an extension. That one. Coach Omar Johnson, baseball coach, gets an extension.
What up? Shout out.
So what we're talking about is continuity at the helm from an athletic standpoint. We're talking about stability. We're talking about great leadership under A.D. Wells Kilbert, under A.D. Robinson, a hell of a Travis Jerome, one of the best in the game when it comes to sports information directors. You know what I mean? Y'all see Travis is very supportive, have put a lot of processes in place that have made our jobs a whole lot easier. Austin, we got the best media team in the game. The Sonic Boom has probably one of the best media teams I've seen from a band standpoint. It's unbelievable what's happening. So I'm saying some beautiful things that are happening at Jackson State. And what I'm proud of is the fact that we now have multiple streams of communication that we get to feed to our fans and our supporters and our alums and our brothers and sisters and Jacksonians and all around the nation. We get to tell our own story. We don't have to wait on the Clarion Ledger to lie to us and tell us something, you know what I'm saying, that ain't, twist the stories up. We now get to tell the stories that we feel is important, that are important to us as well as important to everyone else. And here's the thing. I want to say something about this too, because we don't censor nobody. We don't. If you come your ass over here and you're in the chat and you're trolling, we're going to block you. Because this is for us. Now, we don't mind outsiders coming. It's got to be quiet, man. And
be respectful.
No, be respectful, not be quiet. You don't have to be quiet. Take that. Trust me. You don't have to be quiet. But I will say this, though. This is for us. I'm sorry. I don't cover HBCU sports. I cover Jack State. I'm only interested in Jack State. And that's not a knock to no one else. That's just what I'm interested in. I promise y'all, I be trying to watch y'all games. I be trying to watch y'all content, and I get good sleep when I watch it. I doze off instantaneously. I'm just not interested, man. So Jack State is fascinating, man. And anyway, let me shut up. Miss Rochelle, our lovely matriarch of the channel. How are you doing?
I came up because I was like, it's always a woman in the middle. It's always a woman in the middle.
So let me do something real quick.
Like, come on, Missy.
Fixed it.
Always a woman in the middle.
Since we put it that way.
I just wanted to say hi to everybody. And when Tobo, when you was talking, let me tell you something. You made me shiver over here because I heard it from your heart, especially when you said it was a shift, right? And I've been saying this from the time I've been on this platform up until today. If y'all don't understand Romans 8:28 by now, I don't know if you ever will. For the Bible says, for we know all things will work together for the good.
Yeah.
If we just remember that for Jackson State, because when Jerome said what he said about our school, I'm like, we're going to be all right. We just panic too much. We forget and we don't remember. For me, being in California, I can tell y'all now, I don't think if anybody put on anything with Jackson State, people know us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like people, I saw your school, you know, so I'm wearing it proudly. People, and I stay in Northern Cal, but it's a little town right in the middle between Sacramento and San Francisco. But everybody knows Jackson State. And you know what's funny is that some love us even more after what happened to us.
Yeah.
And that's the part we don't get. Like now it's even, oh, y'all really doing a doggone thing after that. You know what I'm saying? Romans 8:28. Even I told that to Coach T.C. Taylor. And I said, for such a time as this is not a coincidence that everything is aligning up for us. Because I'm going to show my age. I was the class of 1988. I just turned 59.
Shut up. Girl, go somewhere.
Tell stories.
You ain't
got a lot of kids.
Great girl.
I'm serious. I'm working now, and I hired me a trainer because I'll be 60 in December. And we're gonna be a whole situation.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta post your journey. We gotta see.
I am. I played basketball under Sadie McGee.
Oh my God.
Oh well, Charlene Barkley, huh?
They call me Charlene Barkley back in the day. But I played under Coach Turner, and I was there with Waverly. He chased me over at the stadium one time, and I almost fell because he running after me. But my memories of Jackson State, I convinced my son. He graduated from Jackson State. He had a full ride. So Jackson State is one school. Another young lady talking, she said, Miss Rochelle, I think I want to go to Jackson State. I said, I think you should. So I'm really encouraging people to go to our school. I just think eyes have not seen.
Ears have not heard. Hallelujah.
I just think the platform, if we stay focused and can handle, I've always told this to Ken and I told it to TV, can we handle the greatness that God has for us?
Oh, Can we handle it?
Listen, because if you can't handle the peons on the first floor, he can't never get you to the penthouse.
You're right.
Okay, come on.
You know what? You should have been on here earlier because you are blessing some souls on here tonight.
She always telling me that.
If you can't handle the first floor mess, you can't get to the top.
She always on me about that, man. And I appreciate it though. We had a very I would say colorful conversation yesterday. Now don't get it twisted, because every now and again she'll say, listen, Ian.
Hey, that's called an exclamation point. I need you to pay attention.
And not the word you thinking. She say, listen.
No, listen. I'm your Peter Red prophet.
Listen, Negro.
I'm your Peter Red prophet. But no, I'm just learning that, because what I do in my business, and I'm a therapist and I'm a coach. But God has always said, if you can't handle this, I can't take you where I need you to go. if you this emotional on the first floor, how can I get you to the penthouse?
You can't be that emotional on the second, third, fourth, fifth. You can't.
You hear
You
me?
can't. You ain't. You
Because
ain't gonna make
every
it. You
time
have to
you,
survive.
and this is the thing, everything that y'all doing, it's gonna be other, and which is gonna be a beautiful thing. I don't think we understand this. We are setting the standard for HBCUs. Like we are actually giving other HBCUs a way out because no one has ever did this in
Blueprint.
the HBCU realm.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, you
So
laying
they're going to be coming to
laying
y'all
the foundation.
asking for help because no one has even thought what we're thinking. You know what I'm saying? And they have, like I was thinking how you guys were talking, I didn't trip on how much is more than that to the boom. The music department is, it's huge, and y'all got layers and layers and layers of history and knowledge that can be shared. So what we're doing at Jackson State, trust me, we're laying out the blueprint for a whole lot of other HBCUs that they can do the same thing.
There have been there's some really, really cool university driven like podcasts out there, man. Like some good stuff out there. You know, if y'all out there in the YouTube streets, then you know what they look like. But the band content is unique. I always thought I was fascinated by that because I was like, man.
Hey,
go ahead, TD. Go ahead. Come on.
Yeah, I want to say this. To you three on top, I want to say I did watch the show where you gave the review of the Celebration Bowl, and I love you guys' reaction. You know, to be engaged with the football the way that y'all were. You know, being in the band and everything. Danielle, I watch your personality. I watch everybody's personality. Love the story. I love the pom pom story. I definitely enjoy that. You know, it was pretty dope.
Hold on, TD. For those who don't know the pom pom story, you gotta express that, man.
Yeah.
We got some eyes in here that ain't probably watched this dope content. And we need a lot of the eyes that are in this chat to navigate over once a week, possibly more, but definitely once a week. You're gonna get a dope show, an hour, and we're gonna get I was telling them we got to get a set time and make sure everybody get set on when it's on. But either way, it'll be a particular day. But go ahead, TD. You were talking about the pom pom story. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think Danielle was putting it in the queue. She was getting ready to tell it. And while you getting ready to tell that story, I have a message for you guys. She texted me and I was like, put it in the chat.
TD, I got another little fact for you, and then we're gonna get to the pom pom story.
Go for it.
Did you know Nikila was a guest on our show?
Yeah, she didn't put it in the text, but she didn't put it in there. She said she
well, now you know. Yeah, you gotta go check Nikila out, baby. You gotta go back, man. You got
I gotta go check high school grad, right?
Me and you got homework, TD. We got look, I've been taking notes.
I got move. Yeah, and
side move.
Okay.
Side move. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, milk it.
2 O's. LOO.
Yeah,
bro. I was in high school when that shit came out. Man. I still remember that, bro.
That's hilarious.
Milk it.
Pom pom story.
The pom pom story.
Talk to me.
So yeah, the pom pom story came from there was a lady, Tracy Michelle, I believe, on Facebook, who told the story of how after the Celebration Bowl, she had dropped her pom poms, and a lady from South Carolina State had saw them and told her, right? And she joked like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't be picking these up." And so she said, the lady asked her, "Hey, like, can I ask you something?" And she said, "Sure." She said, "Well, where do y'all get them from?" And she was like, "Excuse me?" And she said, "The pom poms, like, where do y'all, get them from? Like, y'all know how to like shake them the same and all of that." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So she explained, hey, we have different songs and, ways that we shake them for, each song. Like we have a certain way that we do them for each song. And so the lady was basically just fascinated. And she was fascinated by how, we at Jackson State are in unison when, we're shaking our pom-poms to songs and to plays and to chants and all of that good stuff. And so that's what Tracy Michelle's story was about. Like, it doesn't matter. Like people are really like baffled by what it is we're doing, but they're also fascinated by what we're doing. And I say, like, you know, it seems like she was a fan, the lady from South Carolina State. But the moral of the story was that we're going to take our pom-poms to any stadium we go to, any event we go to where there is a Sonic Boom or a Jackson State uniform. We're going to take these pom-poms. We're going to take them in. They had certain rules at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta about these pom-poms. And when we got into the building, I was looking around. I was like, I don't know why I thought we were the ones that were going to be breaking rules. Like, I looked around. I was like, oh, we don't have anything to worry about. And so now it makes sense. Like, people don't know. Basically everyone was like, well, we thought everybody like had pom-poms and did things with their pom-poms, but we're learning that that's not a thing. We have a thing when it comes to the pom-pom. And we saw in Pasadena, people were out in California with blue and white pom-poms. We know they didn't order those and find them outside on the route. Like, they brought them with them. You know what I mean? They brought them. So that's
you said that though. You said that before the parade.
I did say that. I said that there were going to be pom-poms
you're going
in
to see
Pasadena.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
and it's not because I said it. It's not because I said it. It's because that's what people literally were like, oh, we got to take the pom-poms. We have to.
And you have to have more than one because you forget it, leave it in the car. You have to buy another one.
You gotta have another one.
I'm gonna tell you what I used to always do before we started being on the sideline and stuff. I always had 2 sets of pom-poms in my pocket, like right on the side.
2 sets.
And it made no difference. I always had them on me. If I had a side pocket, it was cool. And if I messed around and forgot them, I'm gonna pay whatever to get from the dude that's selling out in front of the state.
It used to be $1.
Yeah, it used to be $1. Then it went to $2. Hell, it might be $5 now.
I think
Inflation.
they're $5 now, but yeah.
$5. I need to sell pom-poms. I'm gonna bring a whole shit over.
Can I just say this? I'm just tripping. Okay, I've been out of Jackson State for 35 years. When didn't we do? Because it didn't dawn on me, Ken, until you said it. It was like, it's nothing like we at the game and everybody got them pom-poms, right? Yeah. I think it was such a habit that it never dawned on me. I'm just trying to remember, when did we do pom-poms? Because I'm the class of 88. And you know, back then they gave all the students pom-poms. It was free because they actually, I don't know if they do it now, they gave them to us. Like the pom-poms were maybe 50 cents, but that was 35 years ago. But yeah, but I'm just trying to think, when didn't Jackson State do pom-poms?
I don't remember before, because I was going to games in 80, 84, 85, 86 as a little kid, and pom-poms were a thing. So like, I don't know. We're trying to figure out when did it start. When did it start? Because it's a thing right now. I think the beauty, and Danielle said it beautifully on one of the episodes, is just like, we know what to do when the show is going on and the band is playing. Dun, 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 dun,
It's an instrument.
And we don't see that. We don't see what the other side see because
we're
doing it. We're feeling it. It's part of our spirit. It's part of our ritual. And when they play Cheer Boys for Jackson, Cheer Boys for Jackson, Cheer Boys.
That is
fight.
crazy.
It's like we do it together, and people we don't see it because we're in it. But people on the other side see it, and it's like, oh, this is a ritual. We're about to lose.
Right.
It's a chant. We're about to lose. The pom-pom is a thing. And Danielle, she talked about this beautifully. She explained it. And I don't need to over-explain it. I don't need to over-explain it it's a thing, and we know it. In a new song, like Big Ballin' or something like that, we just go, we know what to do. We're in unison. We're all together. We're there fighting for our team. We're putting energy to our team to go out there and win. And that's the beauty of the boom.
People somebody's the 1983 they gave it to him as registration.
And in 1983, I was 1.
I said, don't do that.
I was 3.
Learning stuff. This is beautiful right here, because this is why we do what we do right here, because of the history. Somebody in 83, they gave them to us
in registration.
So that means
That
it was
is
something
crazy.
before that, like that.
Yeah.
How you passing them out?
Before
Here y'all go.
a game.
Hey, brother Jimmy, I swear to you, this is me. I'll be just like that. I go. I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna switch on in a minute now.
Whoever the administrator was in '83 that made that decision that we're going to give everybody a
Yes.
pom-pom is a freaking genius. Who was that person? Like, they don't know what they didn't know at that time what they were breathing into this. Oh, this is gonna stick, because all we're doing is just trying to figure this stuff out. We're just throwing stuff at the wall and see what's gonna stick. He threw something at the wall, or she threw something at the wall, and it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. Whoever that administrator was in '83,
Freshman registration bag.
It was in our bags. It was free.
man, that's
So
crazy.
somebody started it. Somebody was like, "I'm taking my pom poms to the game." And somebody was like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna take mine too," because they were free. They were like, "Well, we got them."
So they said Dr. Peoples thought.
John A.
Beautiful.
That's it. Where we moving somewhere. We're
Go.
moving somewhere.
We're getting somewhere, right?
Right. So look,
But
this
you
need
know
to go.
what? I didn't
This need to
realize
go into
how
the history.
beautiful it was until I saw it on TV. Like, you're right, because we're doing it. But when you see it on the other side, been sitting of it. The pom pom,
75.
okay.
That's Mr. C. See,
I'm a believer, but like first time I received the Holy Spirit was I saw you in 2002 at the All-Court
through the
game, and I looked to the right and I saw the pom-poms going, and we were playing. We came to play, and it was and I was like, oh my God! I just stopped playing the drum. just stop. I just jumping in circles. Yes, the pom-poms is something about it. It's spiritual, something about it.
It is. It really is.
That's powerful.
75 though. Man.
75,
I need to call
man.
my mama.
Hey, you writing that down, Terrell?
No. So my mom. Look, I got a lot of work I got to do. So I'm gonna call my mama tomorrow. And it's too late now. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. So you said 75. My mom was there, 72. My mom and dad both went to Jackson State. They were there from 72 to 74, 5, 6. They went to grad school. So they were there from 72 to 76. And I'm gonna call my mama tomorrow and be like, "Hey, tell me what you remember about the pom poms, because we never talked about it. That's one of those topics. It's crazy how we're on this. That's one of those topics that you really don't talk about after the game. You go to the game and like Toby Danielle say, you know what to do with the pom poms. You know what to do on each song. Then when the game's over with, pom poms go back in your trunk or they go back on the floor of your car.
Oh yeah, pom poms are sacred, man.
It's a sword. Somebody said it's a sword.
clearly, listen, it's a lot of people that they got them in a bag. They were passed out.
See, we cooking now. We cooking. We are cooking now. We have a time frame.
Ain't
now.
this amazing?
In 1970.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. All right, so
okay, we got it.
So between 71
And
And
75.
75. we didn't happen. So it did happen in 70. All right.
71 and 74.
You didn't have the internet.
Isn't this amazing? We got all this history watching us, and we just find out information.
Somebody need to put this on Wikipedia. We need to add this to the pom pom story to Wikipedia. JSU pom poms were started around 71-ish.
The pom-poms
A lot of
have an
stuff
X
started in
account.
72, 73, though, when you think about it. A lot of tradition.
A lot. Mm-hmm.
Hey, the pom-pom gonna have an X account next year. It's just gonna be itself.
Pom Pom Podcast.
The pom gonna tell the story.
Pom pom show.
The Pom Pom Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pom Pom
I told
Podcast.
Ken, you see what Benita said? When we purchased books in the bookstore, it was placed in a clear plastic bag. It was free.
That's 83 again. That's still 83? Still 83.
That had to be before that.
80, yeah. So that's I was like, they were always free. We had tons of them.
So we need to talk to AD. We need to make pom-poms free again for all students. Make pom-poms free.
You've been paying for them for 20 years now, Toby. You think you're gonna go back?
I mean, we're not students though. Like, I pay for another one. I got 3 right here.
I got more than 3.
I got 3 right here. Like, I'm not buying it.
I do. I have 3 variations, in fact.
I got one in the truck right now, and I live in Florida. Why am I driving around?
Which one of your pom poms look like it's losing half?
The one in the truck.
Losing there.
What's the?
Mine struggling.
Sis, how many you
Is that
got?
the one I found on the street?
Yeah, that's the one. I need to clean it.
What's that one in the middle? Is that that's a boom pom there.
Yeah, I think this came from a game. Homecoming 23.
That is crazy.
Gotta have them.
Yeah.
Gotta have them.
It's there's all the more reason we appreciate the van. You know, when y'all definitely get to playing, rock the house.
The NCAA got 15 band directors. Actually, they got 3 that ends. Especially who's the best.
So anyway, about the
The chat is going crazy about these pom poms, man.
all right. Alumni
My
field on
pom-pom need a
campus.
perm. Yeah, for real, bro.
Need to touch it.
Hey, okay. Open shows already.
But listen, I do want to say this, man. This has been a treat for everyone that didn't. You know, Dr. Little was gonna come on tonight. He is a bit under the weather. He texted me right before. We will have him on next week. We're gonna move it over to next week, which is cool because I was working on something for next week. We can just pause on that, and we'll have him on. Not sure if it's Monday or Tuesday. We will not have a show next Friday because next Friday we will be. It will be full-fledged prep mode for the event in Vicksburg, man. So major event in Vicksburg, NIL fundraiser. This is our inaugural event. We will have an annual event at the first part of the year in Vicksburg every year. This is our first one. It's epic, man. I'm talking about all the tables are sold out. We got Sister Meredith Michelle blessing us on vocals and dope DJ. We got 2 comedians. We got the coaches coming with the Celebration Bowl trophy, the championship swag.
That's great.
I mean, we got players that'll be coming in, you know, and we got a host of Jackson State alumni and supporters that'll be there. Come with your checkbooks ready to donate. We got a lofty, healthy, and I do mean a healthy goal to hit. So we're gonna hit it too. Definitely.
Well, you got the answer, Ken, down there from yep.
1972.
1972.
Orange Blossom Classic. Won that game, by the way.
Hey, Terrell, I see you doing your homework.
You saw me I'll go back and add this to my notes.
I just took a picture. I took a picture of it. Like, okay, here we good.
I think this
1972.
is so cool.
72.
Palm pins.
Wow.
Palm pins. We heard shakers. I heard different terms for it.
So real quick, the tables are sold out, right? So it's the auditorium. So there's tons of seats on the side. Tons. I mean, we got plenty of seats. So if you get an individual ticket, that's okay, sis. Just get your tickets and come on. You're gonna have plenty of seats. We got food. We got a cash bar. We're gonna have merch on hand, on deck. It's gonna be epic, man. I'm super excited about it because Sister Rochelle, she'll be flying in for this event. Of course, myself, TD, KT Dub, crew will be there. And everybody. We hope to see all you guys there. So, but yeah, man, Dr. Little, he just a little on the weather, man. That coming from the West Coast back to the South, got to let his body rest.
The elevation.
No worries. I apologize if I insinuated that, sis. Good question though, because I needed to add that clarity though. So, and then too, listen, we signing up. Earlier this morning, I posted this on Twitter. We were at 216 total signups. Now we're at 219. So if you haven't signed up, actually we're at 222. I take that back.
Come on, 222.
Mm-hmm.
220. 221. 221.
Oh, okay.
Because there's two in the account that paid directly through Giveify that I always keep forgetting. But it's 221. We got a goal of getting to 300 total by the event. We can get there a whole lot quicker, but if you haven't signed up, go ahead and get signed up, man. Click the website, KC-1400collective.com. Find a level that works for you, and we need all hands on deck, man. We do. We're trying to get we're trying to take care of every single sport. We're trying to have brand ambassadors from every sport represented, but this football fundraiser is very important. Word from our GM, Championship Athletic Department starts with you. Continue growing the network and support our student athletes, and they'll continue to make you proud. The goal is to, in all things, dominate. Guard the yard. We got 174 conference championships and counting.
Wow.
How do you get season tickets? I have no clue. We're talking about tickets to the event right now. No tickets are on sale at the very moment. Are you talking about football? All tickets will be on Impact Sports, and then there'll be announcements. Whenever there are tickets on sale, we'll bring them to the channel and let you guys know. We will have Dr. Little back on next week. Appreciate him for agreeing to come on the show. To all the coaches. We still got merch on the website, KC-1400 media.com. We got Irv Mulligan commemorative 1,000-yard tees. We got the general tees. Go purchase them. Coming up, January 17th, we got the Natty. We got the National Championship Parade, y'all. I'm excited about this. It's going to be at 6 p.m., so it's going to be dark. So we got a dark nighttime parade in downtown Jackson.
Hey, put your reflectors on. Put your safety
lights on, baby.
Yeah, put your lights on. Put your headlamps on your head. Turn your cell phone light on.
Shout out to the city of Jackson, man.
There's some parties going on that night as well, like after the parade.
How to be in the D Dallas. Now go to there's a website. There should be some Dallas Fort Worth alumni chapter members in the chat. Y'all let them know. Let them know. But yeah, the event coming up. So listen, you got until January the 10th to volunteer. If you want to volunteer, call 601-906-9149 or email estewart@jacksonmississippi.gov. All right. And then following that, we got the parade tournament, the Parade of Champions official after party. It will be at the M Bar, hosted by head coach T.C. Taylor and staff. So going to be a fundraiser as well. This is a football fundraiser directly to the football program. Our fundraiser is for NIL, for us to pay the athletes. That's what our fundraiser is for. What else we got? Brother Nate Rembert was the last one to commit, along with Brother Tyreek Starks, joined the JSU football family.
He showed out the other night at their bowl game.
Hey, listen, man.
Against Tulsa. He killed. He killed.
Yeah, you know what? I got to go back and watch the highlights of that game, man. He did do some major stuff in that game.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hell of a game against them, too. So, I mean, pretty cool pickup, man. We lose Zai. And, we lose somebody from the wide receiver room, Tyquan Henderson, and we bring in first team all SWAC wide receiver, Nate Rembert. Nate had a chance to go over to HBCU Sports, man. Did you get a chance to check out the interview that he did?
I did.
Yeah, man. For those who didn't, I'll play a quick clip. Be right back. In just a minute, 1 minute, we'll be right back.
First and foremost, conversation with God, I feel like this is the path that he led me to, going to Jackson. And, another thing that played a big part into it, man, the fan base, man, it feels so welcoming, just from the first time I posted the offer on Twitter to, up until then, up until January 1st, and even now. It's just a lot of love, and it feels like, bringing you in with opening arms. Being able to play on grass field, being from Florida, it's not a lot of turf out here. So, growing up, I played a lot on grass field. So I was just happy to come in and play on some grass. But, I mean, the environment, just stepping on the field, walking into the vet, you could just feel the excitement. Like, yeah, man, it's a big crowd, It's time to put on a show. And, it's like it makes you just want to do nothing but perform.
Man. Listen, man, you know why I wanted to get that clip? So this is why he shout out to HBCU Sports, Ken Rashad and his crew. Great channel, but they had a really good interview with him. If you haven't had a chance to watch that interview, go over to HBCU Sports. And you can get the full interview, about 16, 17 minutes long. Great questions, great intel. He gave his thoughts on why he chose Jackson State. And I just want to say this to the fans, and I'll let you guys jump in here. This is why when these young men and women post their offers, and when we jump on them and we show the love, it absolutely can sway a young brother or sister to come to join Jackson State. So I thought that was really good, really cool. And we welcome Nate. We're excited to have him. And hey, man, it's a loaded room, TD. He had 1,000 receiving yards, 70 receptions. Might be a little light, if he get that, cool, but man, this is a deep room and Jackson is a little different, but we have a national championship program and the expectation is to repeat. So hell of a pickup.
We'll just play with 2 balls.
Who?
I said we'll just play with 2 balls. We'll need 2 balls with all that talent on the field, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, you threw me all the way out just then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak after TD. Go ahead on TD. Yeah, it was a. I mean, what? Wait, what?
Really, kid? Really?
I'm trying to see. Look, I'm trying to see. Should I hit the mute button and start laughing now, or should I cut my camera off so they don't see me laugh? Because I'm trying to. I was watching again. Ken froze. Listen, y'all. Ken, I looked down because Ken at the bottom. I looked down and Ken kind of froze and he kind of paused. And I'm looking at TD. I'm like, he's gonna say it again. He's about to say it again. Then we'll get some clarity on what he's really saying. Elephant in the room got to be addressed. Ken did it. I'm sorry. Ken did it.
Man.
I was looking at that.
I got it.
I got it. Kobe style laughing. Now, like, wait a minute.
I'm clipping that out, dog.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, you know what? I had a bad question, man. Now I'm done.
Come on with it. We got
Come on with it.
If we don't, we got some band folks in here. They can answer the question.
Hey, so
it was just all right. Let me do this. It was just random, bro. And they caught me off guard. He was like, "Yeah, we just played with 2 balls." I'm like,
2 balls, man.
y'all so look. I was gonna ask, how in tune is the band? You know what I'm saying with the football game, which means like not playing drums or having a trumpet section battle while the football the offense is in the alley is in the end zone. How in tune, or keep from getting the penalty.
Amazing next year.
Like bands, do not play when the ball didn't play.
We didn't get any penalties this year.
No penalties.
No penalties this year.
We
didn't get any penalties.
I want that penalty anyway.
No penalties. How in tune? Well, that is a great question. My answer would be this. The band is very in tune to what the football team is doing. However, they've gotten a whole lot better when it comes to knowing when and when not to beat on the drum or play a note or do something other than chant, or unless it's defense, Tigers, or score, or fired up J-State, that kind of thing. So those chants right there come in handy. We know when to do those chants. Now, the times that there have been some drums being beat on during the wrong timing or the wrong placement of the football, that would be a question for the current people that are responsible for that. That's my answer.
Gotcha.
Well, this is my hope. I hope we realize that it's really a production. So when the fans come out, like I want the family to be like, oh my God, it's everything. So I think it's nothing but the top. I think I'll take that back. I think it's a great word. And I want to say to the people that have not yet joined, I'm just going to do a little commercial break. Who have not joined the 1400 NIL Collective, please consider it. We're not trying, we're going to sponsor our student athletes. Pride is a great word. Anybody got time for that? We ain't graying nothing. We go call it out. So y'all see what we got going on, and you see what we're doing, all things Jackson State students. We can do a lot together. So if you're still on the fence about about supporting the NIL collective, please consider it. I'll tell you to pray over because all your from the smallest amount to the largest, when we put all that money together, it's going to benefit our children, the young people at our schools. So please, ma'am, please, sir, if you are part of, if you hang with us this long and you didn't graduate from Jackson State, your coins is good too. Matter of fact, ask your companies who can donate to a 501c3. We nationwide, we take all coins everywhere. So please consider. If you got any questions, email us and we'll give you all the answers we need, but we need y'all support. Our kids need y'all support. This is not us. We're a representation of our school. And for that young man to say what he just said, and he just got a taste of us, oh, he gonna lose his natural mind. So let's put our money where our mouth is and support this initiative that we are on. Thank you.
Miss Rochelle, I'm sorry. We love the kind that jingles.
Come
But
on.
we rather
You
have
need
the
the ones
kind.
that fall.
You see what? I'm sorry. This is not really a collection play. It's just the first thing I could grab.
We love the kind that jingle, but we don't listen. Come on, coming to America.
And
You
listen,
see?
every athlete that we do sign to the collective will be we will be sharing on social media. So please, when you get a second, if everyone that's on Twitter, go follow KC-1400 Collective without the E. So it's KC-1400 Collective, no E. And followed us on Twitter. And we will be putting all communication regarding we'll get to Facebook eventually, but right now we're on IG tripping for some strange reason. I don't know, but Twitter, and we'll be out there. I got some dope edits coming too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Before we get off here, I like Terrell, Danielle, Miss Rochelle, TD. Oh, you guys, I just wanted to bring it back to the Rose Bowl.
Yes,
something that was clear and evident between like the performance they did when they did the field show, when they during the parade, when they marched in Disney, something that was evident and something that was a premier tune that they played throughout the season, but I don't know, it hit different during the Rose Bowl, and it was the band playing the tune "Hero."
Yes.
And it's just over and over and over again, and that song really like spoke to me. And I know we're intentional. The Sonic Boom of the South has always been intentional about the songs that they put out there. I know in our comments, in our text between the three and the four of us, when we're talking about, you know, just the boom stuff and like what we want to talk about in the content, Danielle had put out there is like, oh, this song, it has to be a part of our pageantry. You know, as far as like marching in, marching out, it has to be up there with the get readies and the nobody does it better. It has to be up there with that. But back in early 2000s, Dr. Magruder wrote a song, "We're Doing Just Fine." It was a ballad. "We're Doing Just Fine" from Boys to Men. And it was during a time that we had some stuff going on within the band internally, and we were just trying to figure out, you know, the direction. And so he intentionally wrote that song to let us know that we were doing just fine. I know that song Hero, and I wanted Dr. Little to talk to him tonight about like the purpose of that song Hero. But I'm going to go ahead and say it because you guys have talked about the cause. Corey always talked about the cause. Support DI Love. So I'll support the cause, DI Love. The heroes, the real heroes of our university right now are the students. You know, the student athletes, the student band members. And we have to, you know, put ourselves in a position to financially be able to support them, to make sure that we get the best students, the best recruits, to continue this legacy that we have right now. So go back, listen to those videos and stuff. When you're going to see that hero is something special about it.
Who was the originator of the song "Hero"?
The band version?
The actual
the song.
The song itself.
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie
Bonnie Tyler is the artist, and the song is "Holding Out for a Hero." If you type in "hero," it'll come out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Holding out for
a hero. And my kids were like, "What is something going on with you?" Because I've been listening to it on Spotify over and over again. And it's like, something going on. You looking for a hero? Like somebody strong? You know, it's a great tune, man. It's like, and I think Kevin Johnson wrote it. So it's a great marching band tune. And and the kids get really excited about it and marching to it. And I think there's some subtle emphasis in writing that is because our students are doing such an immaculate job at promoting our school. The band members, like we talked about all the accolades that this year's seniors have had, with the band program, but also like our football team, the rebuild, restructure. Right now, we just retooling. We don't have to rebuild. We just retooling. You lose one, we get another one. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to continue to do that, and the fans, we play a major part in that, because when they come to that stadium, we play the kid that's coming from Valley that you just named. He played at Jackson State, and when you see those pom poms going, the thought is already in your head. Like, okay, if they offer, I might.
I got it now. I got it. I heard the song, but I couldn't remember where I heard. I knew the song, but I didn't know the song.
What's the name of the song?
It's Bonnie Tyler, Holding Out for a Hero, and I hear it now. It's
it used to be an intro to one of those shows. I Need a Hero.
Yeah.
Is it or not? Yeah.
I think it was in Top Gun.
Can I tell y'all how I can just say this? When a song has been typed a lot, Google will write it out for you. I typed in "Holding" and "Out for a Hero" popped up. That's letting you see how many times people have searched that song.
Recently. The first comment says somebody in here in January 2025.
Wow.
That's what it was. Footloose.
Footloose. I was thinking of the movie.
Yeah, I was thinking Top Gun, but it's Footloose.
That's it.
Footloose.
Footloose. I just love that part with Kevin Bacon. Everybody
Look again. Yeah, got the moves in the groove.
We're playing Footloose.
Hey man, come on, man. Footloose, The Goonies, Little Shop of Horror.
Oh my God. Hey, you speaking my language right now. Rosetta Stone up in here, boy.
Oh, hey, you guys. We're going for like 30 minutes.
Oh my
Hero. Yeah, man. Oh, baby. Man, I'm just saying, times were different then, bro. That's when gas was 99 cents from jit to jump. Oh, yeah. I remember
99 cents.
99 cents.
You can get across town
if you had ready.
So can I say, let me tell y'all, since we talked about the age, I graduated from Jackson State in '88. Do y'all know what the minimum wage was at that time?
What?
$7.
$2.15.
$2.15.
$2.15. Wait a minute. $2.15. I was a waitress. $2.15 was what a waitress weighed plus tips. The minimum wage.
That's still that way.
Was federal $3.35 an hour.
What restaurant?
I weighed tables.
$3.
I weighed tables.
Wait a minute. Wait a kid. And that's after graduating. I never forget. I was applying for a job. It was $5.50. I thought I was rich. But wait a minute. I left Jackson State and I graduated in May. I moved to Bay Area. And I thought I was the richest woman in the world because I was making $8 an hour. You couldn't tell me nothing.
$8 went a long way though at that time.
I was able to get an apartment. I'm talking about in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
I was able to get an apartment in San Francisco.
What? That's unfathomable.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
So the
crazy?
equivalent of what you're saying is basically
You can't buy a tent for $8 an hour.
Right. Wow.
$8 an hour.
Times have changed.
Haven't they?
hell, you can't get a whole lot of nothing, man.
Yep.
Travis Jerome, what time is the game officially tomorrow? Because there are multiple
12
times.
p.m. Women, 2:30 for the men.
So it's not one. Okay.
Today game.
No, he said they had put East. I think they had put Eastern time on the initial announcement. It's 12 for the women, Central Standard Time, and 2:30 Central Standard Time for the men. At Alcorn. And speaking of, man, I mean, shucks, bro. One thing I gotta say is, man, shout out to the guys. Hopefully these guys go do their thing. Impact Player of the Week, Deshaun Ruffin, and the newcomer of the week. Dorian McMillan can go, man. True freshman kid out of Pascagoula. And Deshaun, coming off of a season-ending injury, didn't play all last year. Kind of just now starting to get his groove back. I think once we get in, now that we're getting into SWAC play, I think you're going to see a lot better product coming from him. And one of the things I do want to mention, Kurt Ford, he elected.
One guy.
Yeah, he's entering the draft, man. Shout out to Big Kurt, man. Highest rated tackle by Pro Football Focus, man, actually in the conference. And proud of it, man. And man, champion. Look at all them SWAC championships. 3-time SWAC champion, 1-time Celebration Bowl champ, man. We love Kurt, man. We appreciate him, and we wish him well at the next level. Hopefully somebody will give him a chance, man. He'll be on somebody's roster. He'll be on somebody's roster next season. That's for dang sure.
Now I'm pretty sure I can fit one of those rings he got. You know, had him in the fingers.
See, I had him in the fingers.
That's beautiful. That is so cool.
Yeah, man.
That's excellence right there. Look at this excellence on the screen. Look at that. Jackson State. Man,
that's where
how
it's
many
at.
times have how many times have those two words been said within the last
48 hours?
Just 48 hours.
You're talking like 2 months, man. Like it's crazy.
You know what I think is funny is the words that Coach Taylor came up with, and we have ran with it. Guard the yard.
Gotta guard the yard. Protect it.
He said
that. He said that.
It came after that, but that's one of the strongest hashtags you could have is guard the yard. And we have been like, seriously, we've been pit bulls. Like, we're not playing about Jackson State.
Don't play.
That's clear.
Listen.
Do not play about JSU.
Do not play about our school. So yeah, for real.
We had
I've been disrespectful on social media because of
real quick before we get ready to get out of here. Something I do. One last thing I did want to touch on. The NCAA is in shambles right now.
What in the world?
Now they're looking at literally. This is a real thing. They are in consideration of giving all student athletes 5 years of eligibility. And the reason I'm glad I got y'all on here, man, because hell, I look at the Boom members is just they're athletes too, in my opinion. But and shout out to AD for the $2 ticket increase, where $1 goes toward the Boom and other goes toward.
Shout out.
That's good stuff right there.
That's good stuff. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Sure.
But my question would be, where is it going to stop though? There's only 5 years. 5 years of eligibility for athletics, but does that translate into other things? Does that translate into something like band? You know what I mean? I don't think it does, but
well, band doesn't have an eligibility.
Okay.
There's no requirement as far as we're not a part of a conference in that way.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you are in school for 5 years, right? If you graduate after 5, you can march if the director of bands and the staff sees fit.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
Yeah, they want to get us out, man. That was the bottom line. It says party hard, stay out late. Bottom line, graduate. You know, they want to see us come in. They want to see us, get out.
Yeah,
you know,
they ain't want to see us.
Yeah.
For that long.
Like, why are you still here? You know, you're an eternal band member. But at the same time, like I understand, the concept of what the NCAA is doing. Like what Nick Saban said recently is that the NCAA has created a professional subdivision for the NFL, for the NBA, for all the major athletic programs in our country. 5 years. I mean, it depends, man. Like, now I feel like it's just making it harder for coaches to be able to make a team, a full, complete team.
You got to re-recruit your roster every single year.
Every single year. Now it looks like you have to re-recruit your roster every 6 months because
really?
You're getting people from JUCO, and they're getting it looks like they're going to get an additional year.
That's what I was going to ask. Is that superseding that? Would that be 7 years for them now? If you go to JUCO 2 years and transfer, is that now 7 years?
I don't know, but that's what people are talking
all
about.
I know is that if I got
28 years old in college playing against 18-year-olds, so if you're 18,
you know what, Toby, it's ironic that you said that because the recruit that we getting in from FAU.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give him, but he went to JUCO too, so he might get another year.
It would look like he's gonna get 4
Now,
years with.
yeah, he's for like 4 years. He already
Yeah.
like a graduate student.
Hey man,
Right.
they better be. We better have some doctors coming out of this damn equation.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
a-
that's if they stay, because so you're not recruiting kids coming out of high school. So like, if you're Jackson State, if you're FAMU, if you're mid tier, football programs within like Division I AA, you're only looking at kids that's going to be 2021 because they only going to come to you like 2 years, so they can go to SEC or Power 5 school for their junior senior year. So it just makes it harder for all the coaches because that's where those Power 5 programs are going to be recruiting from, or your Division I AA program. So you're just going to be plucking from them. And then your 18, 19-year-old kids coming from high school, they're not even looking at going to a 4-year college. They're going straight to JUCO so they can make make those years last. And with the NIL, you can probably make more money within those 6 years than you're going to make for the rest of your life just by courting colleges and programs.
Right.
So
That's right.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I like to see how we're going to navigate that.
I think it's going to change because if money's being lost in the NFL, trust when I say it'll change.
And then you look at a player that we had like Kevin Coleman, who started at Jackson State, went to Louisville, then went to Mississippi State. Now he's at Mizzou.
Yeah,
he just went home. Yep.
4 schools.
Say went home.
In 4 years.
He's from Missouri.
St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Homesick.
No, oh, by the way, Terrell, I'm one of those students that I want to do my homework, so I'm already working on it. And
Well, you say you want to do your own what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I'm gonna do my homework before I leave class. So I'm looking out. Is this at JSU?
This at JSU, man.
I was gonna ask you that. Outside that van go by.
Hold on, wait. What are you looking at, TD? You looking at the Musa Mu thing?
You gave me homework, sir.
I gave you the history. I said Musa Mu was founded on the campus.
He's watching the video now.
Yeah,
of Jackson State, like literally, like when we could drive through.
Being funny, I thought
you thought I was joking.
Yeah,
like that. You see the video of Alexander right there by the old laundromat.
And I'm like, why are these cars? I was like, okay.
Dude, they came.
The segment is joke enough.
I remember this.
Right.
Well, Daniel.
I said the segment is jokes enough.
Man,
milk it.
Y'all got a whole TikTok.
It's on everything.
It's on TikTok
everywhere. TD, it was founded on the campus of Jack.
What year was it?
It was the fall of 1999. We had just left the
25 years.
It was 25. It was the Capital City Classic Parade. The parade was, during the daytime, it was around 11 or 12 or whatever. And we had just got back to the campus. Now, I had always been a Hits from the Street fan. But I just remember Hits from the Street. I mean, we watching them on TV. BET. That's all we watched was BET. So there was no text messages.
Right.
We got back to the campus from the pet rally. The word got out that BET was on the campus. Hits from the Streets was on campus. So we all running around looking for them. It was myself, Cedric Gilmer, and Nicholas Garraway. We call him VJ. We still had on our band uniform. I had taken my top off. The VJ and Sid had their whole uniforms on. We still had our instruments in our hands. We spotted the cameras and we spotted Al Shearer, Hits from the Street, what his name's Hits. Mm-hmm. And we went over there. That whole skit that we did was impromptu. Like, he told us what to do right there on the spot. There was no rehearsal. There was, and then here's something funny, California. My good friend Melanie is from California, Melanie Lang. She was in school when that show came out, watching BET. When she saw that show on the campus of Jackson State, the Jackson State University, that is what made her choose JSU. That's TD. This homework is real. Now I got my stuff. You did yours. So I'm gonna have to report back after with my answers. But yes, sir, that was for you. Thought I was playing the whole time, man. TD, come on, Jack.
Man, I said that Jack State van go by. Like, I was gonna ask you what campus, and then I kept letting it go on mute, and I was like, oh, that's JSU. I was gonna ask you about the buildings, but okay, got it.
The Plaza, you see it.
Yeah,
that was back when you can drive through the campus. Have you ever driven through? You ever driven through, TD? You never driven through?
Yeah. I rode through with some guy on McLean's.
Boy, they used to slow ride all the time.
McLean, damn, I ain't heard them things in so long.
That's what I said. Hold tires.
He is telling his age. McLean,
I knew that was a joke.
But you know what? You just playing. He playing. He ain't never rolled through the campus.
Well, listen, y'all. I got to go do some.
Camry white with gold with them gold things on. Yes, I did.
Hey, I had me a little something too, man. When I was riding, man. 15s, crushed velvet, chandelier, and I had all.
Chandelier in the car.
I had a moment.
Did you have the King Crown?
I had a moment, man. Box Chevy with the pipes.
Oh, that's good.
I had a moment.
The chandelier in the car was everything.
It was.
Everything, man.
You had money if you had a chandelier in your as your dome light.
I ain't gonna say where the money came from. It didn't belong.
Listen,
I didn't
bought it. No. My homeboy bought the vehicle. So here's what happened. It wasn't my vehicle. I'm just saying.
Here's the story.
He bought the vehicle from let's just say somebody that had a lot of resources.
With you.
Yeah,
He's a contributor to the cause.
I used to drive that thing around a lot, man. We switch it up a little bit, so I can say it a little bit too much. I might, might be some folk watching. They be like, "Oh, that was
you." We knew it was you.
So I'm about to go, but to the young people in the chat, yes, it was a real chandelier. They got out there.
I was definitely a chandelier.
I'm saying, I know I didn't find it hard to believe they got this chandelier.
The band. It wasn't in the band. It was in something else. All the time, Brother C. Lee. All the time, baby. I live right down the street. I'm from Brown Bottom.
Oh, he said Club Exxon.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in years. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Club
Exxon was
hang him out.
Hey, Brother Edward. That's the politically correct way of saying it, baby.
A lot of resources. Yeah, Alpine speakers.
My face with the dolphins going through the screen, baby.
You take your face off when you went to Metro Center. Did you take your face off?
All right. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I used to hoop at Lake Hyco all the time, though. Shout out to all the Lake Hyco hoopers out there. But listen, bro, I come home. My mom lived on Central Street for a minute. So my mom used to run the Cartier. She's run the Cartier for a minute. And man, my mom lived right around the corner at one point in time from Jackson State on Central Street. I come home, man. I got my little Honda now, Terrell. I done toned it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the big fan no more. I got my little, my little Honda. I ain't got no tint on the windows, man.
Oh man, no, you riding foul.
I was out, you know what I'm saying? I was out appreciating some adult beverages.
Mm-hmm. Come on,
made it home. I was a little sleepy, and I did not take the face off my radio.
Oh my God.
Let's just say I woke up the next morning and the radio was gone.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was. I'm talking about every time. I did it twice, and both times I left my face on my radio. My dadgum car got broke into, man, and all I saw was wires when I got out.
And they snatched them bad boys out of there so fast.
I'm talking about, man, quick.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's a rough feeling, man. You got to ride around with no sound.
Oh man.
Because who knows when the next time you're gonna get enough money to get another radio.
Come on, man. I had 115, bro.
What was the music shop that was next to Bebop Records? That's where I got my every time.
Ritz. Campo.
Yep, Campo.
Oh, Campo. Yeah.
That's where I had to go to Campo.
Y'all showing y'all age. Well, listen,
yes.
Talking to y'all beautiful people. I just came up to be with the girl because it's always a girl in the middle. Always. Thank you.
Protected by the guy. How about that?
Man, Danielle makes it happen, man. Danielle makes it happen.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was like. Come on,
together.
Thank you, Rochelle, for pulling up.
You will.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
And if it's
hey,
Lord's
look,
willing, I will
you
see
can't
y'all
just see.
next weekend.
Let's do it.
So what day are you getting in town, Rochelle?
I don't get. I get in Friday morning at 8:00.
Okay, we'll see you Friday morning for sure.
Yes,
I
Lord's
mean, I'm sure
willing.
we'll see you on in the airwaves. We'll be back on Monday and Wednesday. There will not be a show Friday. We're gonna probably be somewhere having dinner after we get finished making sure that everything's good to go for the venue and the event on next Saturday. But yeah, man, good seeing you, sis. Hey, band sessions, crew, Terrell, Danielle, man, it's been an absolute pleasure having you guys on, man. I ain't got no
Thank
damn.
you.
Thank you for having on. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna step off the carpet and put my shoes back on when I step
Oh,
across.
I'm done. I'm going. I'm leaving. We all finna leave the house.
Right.
Everybody
It's
leave.
It's over with. Look,
you ain't gonna turn the alarm on.
listen, we will have I'll touch base with Dr. Little. We'll just be on the lookout for the socials, and we'll put the notice out for the next for the reschedule of the show. We will have him on, man, and it was a treat, man, with you guys. Make sure you guys go to Tiger Talk TV. We just uploaded a new episode today with Dathan Thickpen. Phenomenal show, man. Go check that out. Go check that out now. Y'all want to say anything for y'all part before we get up? I'm gonna let y'all have the last word.
Thanks for popping, letting us pop in, Ken.
Hey, anytime, man. Anytime. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was awesome, man. Like you said, man. Check out the Dathan episode. No, like I said, we're in the works right now. Like probably next week, you'll end up seeing our reaction from the Rose Bowl parade, from some of our boots on the ground. That's gonna be fun. We're looking forward to that. So, and we got some more guests coming up, man. We got some people coming. We got some band adjacent. We got some former members. We got a lot of stuff coming, man. Like we'll never run out of people because the boom is just huge. The community is huge, and so we're looking forward to it. And we appreciate you, Ken. We appreciate the whole Tiger Talk, KC-1400, everybody for your support, man. We really appreciate it.
Hey, I apologize. Last question. One question because I'm ready to go. But the episode with Cortez, is there really gonna be a studio? They're gonna really do that? Because I'm excited if that's the case.
Is it a studio?
Jackson State?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Cortez spoke on that.
I believe so. I believe the music technology program is still, developing and building out some things. I don't know how soon it's going to happen though, but I believe it's true.
If you look at our last episode with Charles Lee Wilson, one of the directors of All American, he spoke upon not on Cortez specifically, but his degree from Jackson State was in music technology. That program, and I'll say this just from knowing Cortez, we all marched with Cortez. When he say he gonna do something, it happens, and it's a process to it. So I trust what he say. And like I said, we're not, like we said, we're just former band members coming together, just talking about what we see and what we hear, and just trying to get information from everybody, and just try to bridge the gaps between all the generations. But if Cortez say that's gonna happen, we trust that's gonna happen.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Love what you do.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you very much. Hey, man. Hey, listen, we're gonna exit this show the same way y'all exit band session with the boom, man.
Oh, word? Okay.
Hey, go ahead, man.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that's us. This is it. Let me get my pom-pom back out.
Let's go.
Thank y'all for tuning in to KC-1400. We are Band Sessions with the Boom. We represent, all of us represent Tiger Talk TV. See how I did all of that? It's your boy, Terrell Key, a.k.a. T-Reezy.
And it's your girl, Danielle, a.k.a. Don Yeezy.
And it's your boy, Toby Johnson, a.k.a. Furious Styles. Gotta go down.
And yeah.
And this your boy, Tarante, a.k.a. D Diesel.
Hey.
I'm KC-1400, Ken Clark. I appreciate everybody. TGIF, y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll see y'all back on Monday night, man. Peace out, everybody.
Peace
out.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Love the